Chapter 2, Session 1, y'all.
Electric Boogaloo.
Here we go.
Going on a trip in our favorite sailing ship.
No, what the fuck?
Hey, maybe, though, right now, Proto has something to share.
So, to go ahead and clear up, so you all are still currently, in the village, and, let's see, the last thing that had happened was all of you, discussing, after the queen had dropped off the map, for travel, you guys were discussing your route. Kage, you awake. Yes. You see yourself in your room, in the house, in the village, having quite a miraculous and jarring experience, speaking with those that you thought you would before. You find yourself very famished, starving even.
Oh, God.
And you are currently just sitting on the floor, wrapped in a blanket.
I'm just imagining it's like a little Kage burrito, just my face sticking out of it.
Just
imagine where when you put things on cats when they're asleep.
It's like when you put a cat in a sock. Have you seen that? You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
No, have you ever done that? It's like sometimes what they'll do is they'll like make like a little sweater thing out of a sock for a cat, and it's like a thing for like cats who like of course don't like.
We don't need to give
have fur.
We don't need to give my wife any ideas for the cat here. No.
It's for the cats that don't have fur, you know, and it's for when they're too small to like knit them a sweater. So you cut holes out of a sock and make a sweater out of them.
No,
but sometimes like their head will get stuck and you'll just have like a tube cat. It's very funny. That's what I'm picturing.
Okay.
Does your wife watch like the recordings?
Yes, she does.
No? Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that's a common. It's for like the kittens. It's like the hairless cat kittens. That's what they do. But either way, it's like I'm just imagining it's just like a tube Kage, just wrapped up in a fucking blanket, burrito Kage.
So you find yourself there, starving, famished, and very sore.
Yeah. That's a. Let's. Okay, the only thing I can really think of is just Kage, just slowly, starting trying to get people's attention because he's like stuck in the fucking blanket. So you slowly hear a rising. Whoever's here, we slowly hear a rising cry of a cat.
You all hear Kage kind of groan and yell upstairs.
Is that Kage?
Sounds like it. Let's go. And then Proto runs up, check up on Kage.
I was like a wiggling cat burrito.
Yeah, Hester follows.
Proto opens the door and yells out, Kage, you're awake?
You see Kage kind of struggling to move. The blanket not really stopping him, but more just that he's been sitting in this position for so long, his legs are, basically cramped up.
Pins and needles!
Pins and stretch.
Say again, sorry?
As if Kage was gonna do like a cat stretch. You know,
Not yet. I've got no blood flow to my fucking legs right now.
Yeah.
It's like when you get up from sitting at your computer desk and everything fucking hurts. Specifically your legs.
All
You've been there for 5 hours.
End of roleplay.
Yeah. But yeah, Kage's just trying to move.
Are you okay, Kage?
I can't feel my legs.
You've been out for quite some time.
Yeah,
I'm hungry and everything hurts.
Here, still got some spare food on Proto. Yeah, and Proto hands out a bit of rations and some water.
Yeah.
That should be a part of rations.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, You'll get up and do the cat stretch. Cat stretch.
You feel
do that.
much better.
All right. What did I miss?
Oh, well, Mordai discovered something grim.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so get yourself prepared and we will update you on what Mordai found.
Okay. How about I do some shopping first, because I need to do that. That's another question. Did we get paid for the 2 bodies we brought back?
Nope.
What the fuck? We brought back
Yeah.
2. We should get paid for at least one of them.
Like,
It
we're paid for the ship. The ship.
The ship is their payment. I mean,
Yeah.
We brought back an extra one.
I mean,
we should have
they're also,
gotten paid for the
they're
extra
also giving
one.
us like rations and stuff, right?
I
Yeah.
need money, guys.
So, like,
I
we
need
didn't
money.
like, the second one was kind of like a bonus, and you kind of missed the party, I'm sorry to say.
That's fine. You know what? It's fine. I don't care about the party. No offense. I bet it was great. But I need to do stuff that needs money.
I definitely would consider if you decide to go shopping.
Yeah, I mean,
letting them know that
no offense,
you
but you
would
guys
do-
can't cook for shit, so I'm buying stuff to supply food on the ship, so I can cook and you guys can't now.
Yes. Anyway, Mordai should are you gonna tell the Kage what you discovered?
are you back down here?
Yeah,
I'm assuming we talked as I walked downstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Queen Sega still here?
No, Queen Sega left.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
All right. I'm gonna point to the
Wait, where should we
roughly
be?
wrap-
Should we be on the world map or the village?
We can go ahead. Go to the
The
Either
village
one.
one.
Yeah, the
Okay,
village.
I didn't know. I didn't know which one we are because it looked like Pronto was on the village and everybody else was not, which is why I was confused.
I'm pulling everyone over
Yeah,
to
I
it.
feel
now.
like.
Cool.
Yep. So, Mordai, you're saying
Ah.
something. Point to what you found.
I point to the really rough wrapping of the crystal before Queen Sega walked in. Check that out.
I'm gonna walk over to it. It's like wrapped up in a blanket.
Pretty much.
And like
The fuck is
like
this?
a little cloth. As you go and pull the wrapping off, you see the familiar meteorite crystal shard, but in whitewood this time.
Uh-oh.
Indeed, Kage.
Mm-hmm.
It's spreading.
And
Okay, I got a question.
Eh?
Was there a smoke stack around you when apparently you were first teleported?
Me?
Yeah.
DM, I don't think that was correct, right? No smoke around me, right?
Only from the explosion.
Yeah, the only smoke was no, when I first teleported, like teleport to the
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 first
the,
time.
the first time, yes.
No, that was never described. No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was like, no, that was a bit of a different situation.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is either that's following us now, and I thought that maybe with you going across the world before us, it would have might have followed you
To
too.
be fair, the first time it happened, it had nothing to do with this. I'd never seen this meteorite, nor did I know it existed. The first time was because I pissed off a god. I'm gonna be blunt with you guys. I pissed off a god, and so this is their sort of way of teaching me to not be an asshole. But they're also trying to force me to follow and worship them, and that's not cool in my book.
See.
I write my own destiny, friends. Let me tell you, I am not following that god.
Amen.
oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Right?
If a part of the meteorite is here, everyone, do you remember that Didor ship, that crystal ship that shot out lightning, that killed the surrounding Blaine scouts?
One of their capital ships, yeah? What about it?
What if that was teleported as well?
Ooh. Dude, have we
What if
seen
there
our
are
ship yet?
survivors?
Then
What if
where
there are
is it?
survivors of Didor here?
That's an excellent point. Maybe this got teleported alongside with us because it was an explosion. So it could have happened that like either it landed here somehow due to that explosion, or it came with us.
Most likely they're somewhere else in Dren. If they were teleported here as well.
Hmm.
Do we really want to be searching for them when that is our pressing matter?
No. What Pronto is worried about is since we were teleported here, we were forced to, I guess, look for natives of this land for assistance. What
So
if
here's
the Diador people are doing the same? What if
what if they're at
because
the other place, the other
yeah,
group?
basically, we were helping the polar bear people here.
They're helping the fox people.
Would yeah, or another tribe, and
If
basically
there's
we helped them basically deter, I guess, their power, since we slain one of their
we slayed two.
frosh breeding ground.
Yeah, we
We
helped
slayed
the Nog basically kill 2 of the Nogul's breeding froshes.
Mm,
In exchange, we were given a ship. Are you saying that potentially there could be Thydor people in the Nogul seeking
Rovgol.
refuge?
Rovgol R.
Rovgol.
Rocco.
Okay. I have that wrong in my notes.
Pronto is concerned what like right now, Morda, you mentioned that this Diodor ship is one of the capital ships. Pronto can imagine that the men on the capital ship are most likely of high ranking military people. What if what if they made a deal with one of the tribe villages, and basically what if that tribe asked for assistance for territory or something like that?
I mean, do we really care?
That's a good point. Do we really care?
To be honest, if they're here, then I don't want to be here.
Yeah,
Ash,
that's another
Ash
question.
speaks up and he says, "But if the whole point of the war between Glane and Thydor was over that meteor, and they find it here, we'd essentially bring the war front from Glane and Thydor to Dren.
So we need to bring this crystal with us, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know how we would even do that.
How big is that thing?
It looks like what is it, baby size, vaguely infant size. Football?
No. I mean,
No, the
probably
crystal.
the size of one of these houses.
Yes.
I don't know how we're gonna get that on a ship. And then...
Plus, it was
Let alone
dangerous
not
to the
touching it.
yes, it was dangerous to the touch.
We have a tiny piece of this right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my main thought is maybe the reason why it was so bad before is because of how much was there. Was my thought. Maybe it reacts to itself. Is my personal thought, because this one crackling with energy, or is it just like looks dormant?
It's currently like got a slow hum and glow.
Yeah. As in comparison to the other, which was very bright,
It's
right?
well, it wasn't. It was only bright during it essentially exploding and teleporting. But before
Yeah, my
that,
question is,
it
does
was
this look different in comparison to how we saw it when we first got to the port?
no, it looks the
No.
same.
Okay, then that my theory is newt.
So why don't we tell the queen?
Yeah, we need to find a way.
Can't by informing her, couldn't she set up perimeters around?
Yeah,
the
it's
gem?
where did it land? Where did it land? In the middle of the fucking.
Up by
Like-
the mountain behind the cave. The best
Okay, so
area.
Yeah.
the main thing is we need to make sure no one finds out it's here. First of all, second of all, we need to figure out, if possible, maybe because the crystal on the ship that got sucked up was like magnetized to this.
But there's another issue with like keeping it concealed, though. Mordai mentioned that he found it from us seeing the smoke stack.
Yeah. So the main question is here: if that thing could magnetize the magic ship, specifically the crystal in the magic ship, is it possible? I mean, it'll probably take a while, so we might have to stay here a bit longer, but it could help us. Could we possibly find a way to use the crystal to power our ship and make it better? Is my thought.
Look,
I mean, it'd be very temperamental, but
Pronto does not feel safe with this crystal. Like Pronto.
that was just my thought.
like whatever this rock is, it's sinister.
This is true. But we can't just leave it here, because then they'll clearly know where that it's here, and then we'll bring war to these poor people. So, what do we do?
I mean, that's even if the other people are even here. We have no idea.
Well, we feel like we should answer that question before we make any assumptions.
As shitty as this may sound, we have no real connection here. And if what you do say is true, then shouldn't we inform someone soon? The acolytes?
We should definitely inform them, yes, but
Look,
the problem is I don't feel bad about leaving them.
It's complicated.
It's just
Look,
that Pronto is.
Did you lose your
about-
drinking, buddy?
No, it's they want war, and I feel like if you guys give them a reason to be skeptical, then they're just going to take that as a way to just cause
Oh
war.
shit, that's right. We can't tell them.
I mean, if you want to take that risk, you can, but then if you're wrong, you're just causing conflict.
It's a good point. If we tell them how valuable it is.
But considering these people who already fear magic and fear the curse that was bestowed upon them so many years ago, I doubt they would try anything, nor do I think they would have the resources to control whatever hell is inside this asteroid.
This is a good point.
Yes.
So what do we
Hell,
do?
we don't even know if the I'm sorry, what is the other name of the opposing army?
The
Brigman
Rob-
conglomerate.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
the Brigman conglomerate.
the Arcane Acolytes and the Brigman Conglomerate, yes.
Well, either way, do you think they can control it? We can hardly control it.
Most definitely not,
We
seeing
can't.
as a ship that was powered by magic got sucked up into it like a fucking magnet.
Ash says, well, the point wasn't necessarily control it, it was more to identify it. That's why Wilhelm came, to try and identify something that was to determine what it was. We've never seen anything like this, and that's why the Arcane Acolytes wanted it and the Brigmitten Conglomerate wanted it. They independently wanted to find out what it was and what it could be used for, but not for any specific purpose to begin with. It was more to determine if it posed a severe danger, and unfortunately it fell right on that border between Glane and Thydor, which is what sparked the war in general, and the Brigmitten Conglomerate went ahead and sided with Thydor, which meant that it was the two groups being funded for different purposes. The Brigmittens believe that it's a divine issue, whereas the Arcane Acolytes view it as more of an arcane issue.
I mean, so I feel like it's less of the main issue isn't what we understand, and more just what the fuck are we gonna do? Because if we do nothing, we're gonna cause a problem, and if we do something, we're all gonna cause a different problem. The question is which problem is more like something we can handle.
One
At
thing
this point,
for sure.
we're doing damage control at this point.
Indeed. One thing for sure is that we must warn the Queen of the danger it imposes.
Definitely.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I
Does the
shall-
Queen know that we teleported here? The Queen knows we teleported here, right?
No.
That might raise some questions as to how we got here and how we know about it.
Yes.
I mean,
We should be very
so
careful on how we say this.
That's
Indeed.
why I will be the one to speak with her tonight.
Perfect. You do
Yes.
that.
Right,
I
eh?
have someone else I need to talk to in order to prepare stuff for the ship. You do that. I don't think I'd be of any use at in that sort of talk.
Indeed.
That reminds me. Has anyone seen my sword?
Oh, was it still in your room?
Okay, just making sure you guys put it anywhere because I need it.
I didn't touch it.
Damn, I should have put it on the ceiling.
I swear to God, don't. That's my dad's sword. Don't do that.
Just be on the ceiling. You could probably get it.
I hate you.
So are,
You know how small I am, and I hate this.
so Are we still leaving like as soon as possible?
Should we put
I
it
mean,
this
after
way?
we fully prepared and have the ship fully stocked, I'd say yes.
Proto believes that is to be determined on how Aster will relay this information of the dangerous rock to the Queen.
That's
I
a good
mean,
point
I
too.
still need to know our decision. Are we staying or going?
I mean, we're obviously going. Just it'll be whether or not we leave now or whether we leave later.
Well, before we start
Yes.
even trying to attempt to leave now, I'd need to look at the map and see what places we could stop at, because I highly
Also,
doubt
where
we're
the fuck we are.
Yes. Right now, the Queen recommended either Dine and Manaric.
That reminds you. So where on the world map are we?
Grand,
So,
very top left.
Dren.
yeah, so go to world
Oh!
map named.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Named?
Yeah, it's world map is just needs to be completely removed because now
I don't see world map named. I don't see that one. Oh, there it is.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so we're in Dren.
Yeah, in this corner.
Yep.
At the left corner.
So where do we need to go? Like end game, where do we need to go?
Oh, right now you see the blue circles. That's what the Queen recommended.
I know. I mean, like I know that's just like a stopping point. I mean, like in the end goal, where do we want to go?
I think we're going to the acolytes, which is like over here somewhere, right?
Yeah, basically the center.
Fuck me. I was really hoping we could I was really hoping I could try and convince you guys to go this way. That's my home.
You want to go across the world?
Yes, I'm fucking from there. I
Hey,
get there.
hey, Kage, just to let you know,
What?
this right here is
Mhm.
49 days.
I'm aware, but I need to get home, like as soon as possible.
Oh wait, you're talking 49 days to there? That's not even top of like going from stop to stop. Even on the
Yeah,
shortest
that
route,
is a
it'll take us 54
continuous-
days.
Yeah, that is no stops.
I'm aware, but like you don't understand. Like if judging by what I've seen, and I've seen very little, they could be at war right now, and that's not good.
Hmm.
They think I'm dead, and that's not good. And if I am somewhat correct, we might get some information on the crystal there, because I fought cultists back there, and I think they might be related to the crystal.
See, one issue at a time. We will discuss your destination, Kage, after this crystal situation with the Queen.
All right.
Wait, you mentioned
Since our journey
Alpha.
will be very, very long, we will have time to decide as we're on the way.
I mentioned what?
You mentioned cultists. Sorry, Proto. Do you
Yes,
remember
I
what
do.
you were wearing?
The typical cultist garb, hoods and shit. Their symbol was a red eye, like a sort of red eye, evil. It's like imagine the evil eye, but instead of it being blue, it's red.
Okay. Sorry.
That is their symbol.
Weird question. I know.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I fought these guys on the fucking daily. That was what I did. That was my job. Was keeping them out of the village. Was keeping them out of the valley. That was my whole bit. I kept them away from all the people they wanted to kill and murder. And so.
Yes, you did.
Now the people who think I'm dead think the only solution is to go at them head on, which is not It's not a good idea. And so, for all I know, there's a full-on cultist Naturelance war going on right now.
Eesh. Oof.
It's not good, especially considering my best friend might die. Because he's the one leading all this.
Ooh, that is quite a situation, indeed.
I know, and I'm stuck over here in Iceland. At this point, I don't care that I look like this. I just need to get there to stop this.
Kage,
Yes.
I hate to say this, but the acolytes are a closer distance, and this is dealing with a force that goes beyond what we consider the normal realm. If this problem becomes serious, there may not be anything left, including your home. Trust
Indeed.
me, I would hate to see my home taken from me. and I know the struggles of dealing with personal problems far away from home. But
Indeed. Like,
I
go
promise
ahead.
Thing,
Rob.
I can't deal with them. They don't know I'm even alive. I can't even send them any letters or any messages or anything like.
then I promise you, on our way there, and after this mission, I will do everything in my power to help you get back.
All right, thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Fuck,
We
I
all
dropped
saw
it.
that. We all
me?
saw that. We all saw that big serpent thing when we were teleported, like surrounding. the
Yeah,
world
honestly,
of-
I don't know what those cultists worship. For all we know, it could be the serpent, it could be the crystal. God knows what they were. All I know is that they kept trying to come in and attack people.
Indeed.
Well,
Anyway,
if the two things are certainly related, then again, the acolytes need to know, and they have a much larger force too to help.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, and this might be wrong, I don't know if the DM. If I remember correctly, the cultists assisted in the war that killed my father.
They
The cultists assisted, or the cultists were the sole fighters.
they were a part of a
Okay,
fighting
so they
group.
assisted.
Yes,
Okay, so they assisted.
because the way that and the map that you're looking at, it's not easy to update maps in isolated areas, so there's
Well, yeah, of
obviously
course.
changes. So a large majority of that still, you were in a very isolated part of the world, but there was still, there was a lot of things that happened.
Yeah. I forgot which one. Was it Alblera, or was it which one was attacking us again?
It was a union of Roswin, Ablera, and Kredos.
That's right. They all were just like, fuck these guys. All right, just want to make sure. Yeah. All right, good to know. Just want to make sure I remember who was the enemy here, and I'm gonna have to fucking pass through there to get home. So that's gonna be fun eventually. God damn it.
Oh, but didn't we say this is like Pac-Man and we can just go off the edge of the map?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We could just go up here. I could visit my pelican friends again, and then we could just go up and just reach the Nationlands.
wait, what?
If it's Pac-Man logic. Or if we go off the edge and end up on the opposite end. If that's what you're saying.
I'm missing the part about pelicans. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's right. Don't tell them that I told you this. You're supposed to be kept a secret. When I first teleported, I ended up over here in Kalis, and there's big bird people there. And my best friend, or one of my best friends, he was the guy who helped me make my my glider. And he motions to the big feathers.
I see.
Did you pluck it off of them, or?
No, no. There was a bunch of molted feathers everywhere, so I just made use of them because I was stuck on a fucking plateau. So they could fly, I couldn't. I made it so I could fly. I wonder how he's doing.
I would very much like to see
Well-
this. But back on the topic on hand, if the queen is to ask us how long we're staying, what should I tell her? I
Wait,
promise you,
as soon
she
as
probably,
possible.
At the
she
most, like
probably
3
wouldn't
days.
mind if we stayed longer.
I'd say at the
However,
most a week. At the
I
least
don't
a
want to
day.
overstay our welcome.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
A week to prepare the ship, if at most.
It
At
shouldn't
least
take a week
2-3
if at
days.
all.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying at most. If things go wrong, then we need to have some wiggle room.
Very well. Then I will tell her a week
At most.
to be determined.
Yes.
Week
Because
at
I
most,
need
it'll
to
take
go
2
to my
days
herbalist friend.
to cook us.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, that's another thing. I need money, guys. I spent a lot of money, in fact, all of it, on the fucking the stun bloom shit. So I would like some money, please, so I can actually get the stuff I need to get done.
How much did the stun bloom cost, Kage?
It was like 500, wasn't it? Or was it 300? DM.
Okay.
I don't exactly remember. I'd have to look deep in my notes. But
Because I have fucking no money. I remember they took like all of it.
I think it was 500.
Yeah, I'll say it was 500, and that was like all
okay.
of my money. And I was like,
Very well. Here you go. And then Proto will count out, and he'll give you around 600 crowns.
Thank
Well, I was
you.
about to say, can't you-
I'm gonna use that to get a new weapon, and the herbs we need for cooking and other stuff.
I also think we have we've collected quite a bit of crowns on our journeys.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really spent time to split up the loot necessarily. It's kind of in a big clump.
Mm.
Have we gotten money?
No, we didn't really find any crowns, only like items.
I haven't gotten anything. What?
Yeah, we haven't really got any crowns. Like we didn't find any loot crowns, only like crystal gems, like
Well, I remember
backpacks.
when we first found the ship, we had collected quite a few like sacks of crowns in the various chests. But I remember like we kind of got distracted by the polar bears, so we kind of lumped it together and put it in the ship's inventory or whatever. But it's not in there. So I don't know. I could be mistaken.
I mean,
I don't mind throwing a few crowns your way.
no, it's okay. I think I should have enough now. I just need to be able to get a mace and then get some hopefully plants that I can grow in like pots and stuff on the ship.
Well, if you have a chance, I recommend going down to the Huntsman, or
I
The
heard something
Huntsman?
about you with the hunt, but I
Sorry.
wasn't given any details.
the Huntsman. Tell him Haster sent you, and you should get a pretty good discount.
What? The plants or the mace?
The mace.
Okay.
The Huntsman is a weapon.
More a flail, really. But either way, I'll tell him that you sent me. No.
Oh wait, you're saying you need a new weapon, Kage, or like?
I am graduating from my sword. Yes.
Okay. Well, if you don't find anything in
I mean,
the
if you'd like to
base,
help me make it, because I do need a specific type of flail.
Okay. Very well. Proto will accompany you in case
Alright,
you need
cool.
to go to the smith. Proto's been to the smith.
More than likely, I probably do need to go to the smith.
Yes.
If anything, I just need to get supplies for now.
Yeah, I think a smith is a better choice than the hunt's.
Okay, cool.
The hunt.
All right. You know, actually, hold on. I could probably do the flail later. Get a temporary weapon now to be just a regular old flail, and I need to get the supplies I need to make it. So I will not be going to the smith. I don't think. I'd probably just go to whoever who sells the weapons.
That would be the smith.
Go to the smith. Okay, so I'm going to the smith. Never mind. Smith, workshop guy. Where would I get the supplies for the lantern again? Yeah.
That would be
Is it like a
that would be like
woodworker's
the,
place?
The hunt would probably be a good spot, or a
Okay.
general store.
Okay, so hunt in a general store, and then I have a big day ahead of me because I've been asleep for fucking a week. So
Yes. Okay.
I got a grocery list, guys.
You
I'm outta
also have gotten only one ration, so you were still technically starving.
here. Yeah, I need
You
some
would
fucking
need
food
to-
along the way.
You would need to eat
Yes,
like
that-
4 rations more to no longer be starving.
Yeah, I'll go grab some food along the way too. Is it morning right now?
It is.
I think like. Oh, okay.
It was the
Maybe
next
some
morning.
breakfast first. Maybe breakfast first.
Yes. Our Proto will accompany you.
Ye old IHOP.
Right, and then Aster, good luck in relaying this information about that dangerous rock to the.
I mean, technically, they'd be coming with us because the place we eat is also the same place they meet up with the queen. So
Anyway, let's go.
to the what the fuck's it called again? The place,
Hall. The hall.
the hole.
Grand Hall, or are you going shopping already?
Like Grand Hall for some breakfast.
Right here.
Grand Hall. To the Grand Hall! Da-da-da-da-da. How do I fucking...
You just select
Wow.
and then move. Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the wrong tool.
Yeah.
To the Grand Hall so I can fucking eat.
Yep.
Just caught me
Alright,
stuff in
so-
the face.
So Pronto and Kage are going to the Great Hall.
Yes. Well, we could just skip the fact that I just say I eat and just continue.
That's fine.
along.
And then Haster, Wilhelm, Mordai, what are you guys doing?
I'm staying back to fawn over the map.
Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god.
Yeah, I'm
What are you?
gonna stay.
You gonna marry that map?
Yeah.
I haven't had a map in my hand in over a year. Leave me alone.
Hester's also staying. However, she's gonna just kind of sit idly by and play music.
You unfold the map like you're unfolding the fucking porno mag. It's just unfolding like oh.
Am I able to, like, indirectly, or not indirectly, but like, can I do a inspire competence?
To Mordai?
Yeah, just I don't know, knowledge
Sure,
or
if you
anything.
would like to.
Can I help him if we're doing a check of some kind?
Oh, inspire competence is just he gets an extra die, 1d4.
And it would also be, if you're helping him, then it would be with advantage if any roll is needed.
Yes.
Cool.
There you go.
I'm just basically I'm checking the map to see every route that'd be basically usable.
Alright, so,
Lemon scented.
Even though I've already done all the calculations, Morda still has to do it.
Oh god.
so, Kage and Pronto, you guys go, and as you enter the hall, it's a little bit later morning, so there's only about 3 or 4 people that are currently in there right now, chowing down. The queen is currently not there, and you guys are able to grab a meal. Kage, you are now back up on rations. It would be required that the next meal is 4 rations, and then the meal after that is back to normal, but just due to how long you went without eating, your body is just essentially starving.
It's in starvation mode, yeah.
So you're just extra hungry, but you are now full at the moment.
Alright.
And you are good to go. Which business would you like to go to first?
Cold Bloom Apothecary, I want to meet my friend.
All
Alright.
right.
Oh wow, we moved in unison.
Yes, wait, the best part is you don't even know this fucking person. All you haven't even heard me talk about them, but I'm like, to my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, like you did mention, like you bought the stun bloom stuff.
Yeah, but I never referred to them as my friend until now.
Ah, okay.
Okay, Squiggles.
Shut the fuck up. I will end you.
So, as you open the door and enter in, you see the familiar face of Bram, and she kind of looks up, sees Pronto and smiles, and then looks down and sees you, and for a moment you kind of see her kind of gasp, like with that hopefulness, and then kind of that acceptance, and she goes, "Well, good morning. How can I help you?"
I have a couple of needs. I don't know if you know, but we're getting on a pirate ship, or not pirate ship, just a ship. Not really pirates. I don't know if you have any herbs, specifically cooking herbs and plants in like pots I could take with us on the sea.
I don't have cooking utensils, but I
Not
do-
utensils, like herbs.
Yes, I do have some spices and whatnot. That could be used. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for, or just general?
Just in general, cooking herbs and possible plants that I could grow in pots and on like windowsills. Easy stuff, not like giant trees.
Okay, so
Stuff
you're
I could
also
easily
looking
grow.
for something that you could as well as plants, not just the process.
Yes, exactly.
refined.
Exactly.
Okay,
Because we're gonna be on the chef seat for a while, and I'm gonna be the chef.
alrighty. Yes, I do happen to have a few things. So and she goes ahead and starts kind of outlaying a few things, and I'm not gonna go into to world generating different spices for stuff like this.
Ye old basil.
You find basically some generic good spices and whatnot that she only has 2 that have seeds, and essentially one of them is basically northern type of parsley, and another one is like a northern type of peppers.
Okay. Is there any root plants, specifically ginger?
She has a form of ginger.
Perfect. Because that's the most
But
important one.
okay. So yeah, you have you essentially have, for basics of keeping it in world, you have parsley, peppers,
Herbs and roots is really all it needs.
yeah, and then a ginger root that
Perfect.
you could plant and grow.
Yeah.
And she also has like some assembled like little baggies of different spices and whatnot. So
Kage's gonna ask, do you know where I could get flower pots?
um, I would check with the general store. It's across the street.
Yeah, he'll give a nod. Goes, oh, I wanted to thank you for your help with the hunt. The stun bloom stuff didn't work as well as I thought it would, but it was definitely a big help.
Well, I'm glad to hear that it was at least useful.
He gives a nod and
Yeah, and Thornton will say, indeed, we were able to get 2 frosh.
that is true. We got more than one.
I heard. It was quite a mighty display.
Kage's just like doing like the finger twiddle thing, like, damn, how do I be a nice person?
She kind of just smiles and politely waits.
I know that I look exactly like your cat. And well, at first I did kind of find it insulting. I do find it rather sweet now. I wanted to. He's gonna pull out his sword. He goes, I don't really need this anymore. And I figured, since you have a bad memory of your cat, you could at least have a good memory of me. And he offers the sword. You could like hang it on the wall or something. I don't know, but I feel like it's in better hands, not harming anybody, and it's seen a lot. And I feel like it's time it's retired. And he holds the sword up to her.
She's kind of jaw dropped, and kind of gingerly grabs the sword and just kind
it's still
of
it's still in like the sheath and everything.
right. She kind of just looks at it and kind of noticing the intricate detail to all of it, and she says, "My, I've never been offered something such as this. I will tell you, it's not a bad memory. It's more of just time is cruel. But
Kage gives a nod and goes, I'm aware. That sword used to be my father's.
I can't accept this.
He's gonna look up at her.
This is not my heritage, but it's yours. And you should be proud of it. More than just the beauty of the sword itself, but just what it represents. And I appreciate the gesture more than you can know. But it is better with you. Whether you plan to use it or not, it is still a part of you. And she lowers it back to you.
Kage will like hold the sword close a little bit. He's like, oh, okay. I try not to like tear up. He's like, eh. He's got like the wiggly eyes. Like,
she goes, I genuinely appreciate your offer, though, and have no doubt that your memory will definitely be a positive one. Squiggles. She says with a very playful grin.
He's like, ah.
Like photo silent, but like gets a puzzled face look. Like, what is that Kage's nickname?
Kage's just gonna like just lightly punch him in the leg. Like it absolutely does fucking nothing because he's tiny as fuck. Just little like, hey, I'll tell you outside. He's trying not to cry.
She says, "Here, for being so generous. Take this." And she goes behind the counter that she's standing at, kind of bends down, shuffles a few things around, and then pulls out a vial. She says, "This vial is this isn't something that anybody here really knows about.
Eh?
I think that it would be very fitting for you." And she hands you this liquid of like orange color.
What is
in
it?
a potion vial. She says, it is a magical potion, which I know, it's frowned upon here, but it came from a trader long time ago, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity of getting something so unique, but after acquiring it, I realized I couldn't exactly sell it, so it's just kind of stayed with me. But I feel like it would
what
be
is it,
better
though?
in your hands. It, according to the traveler that I bought it from, it increases your size twice over for a duration of time.
Aw.
And it's
But
not
that's
to
still
say
very
that
useful.
it is not to say that you are small, but I know that there are moments where strength is definitely needed, and I feel like you would have a use for it. It is a potion of enlarged person.
Oh my, yeah, Kage's gonna just do the fucking wobble over, just hug her leg, just like, eh.
She kneels down and just embraces you in a hug. She says, "Thank you very much, Kage."
He's doing the fucking kid thing where it's like the fucking like light pass where it's like, you stop fucking being nice to me kind of thing. He's like, why are you doing this?
Like Frondo is in the background. He's quite touched by this. He like wipes his eyes, like, oh, this is beautiful.
Kage's made a friend.
She says, as you kind of end the embrace, she goes, "Well, if you're ever back in town, come see me."
He gives a nod and I promise that if I ever return, I will go.
Very good. Be safe on your travels.
Kage's eyes are. Yeah. I sent it in the session chat. If I could find a better picture, I would, but I can't find it. But yeah, he's
That's
just gonna he's gonna
Like,
pay
is it
for the
like
stuff
that?
and then walk out. How much was all the stuff he bought?
Like the herbs.
The
The herbs and
herbs
stuff.
and everything. That's let's see. That would have been
I'm assuming like around 200.
110.
Okay, that's even better. Okay, because like I know it was like I'm also providing seeds, so that was why.
We talking like oregano or like saffron?
He's got all the typical stuff for making Asian foods because that's what he knows how to cook. Because you guys are providing him with fish, we're gonna be in the sea, so he knows how to cook with fish. He's quite proficient in cooking with fish. He's gonna make you all bento boxes. Anyways, yeah. Next location is the general store because he needs to get the stuff for his lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Pronto and Kage walk outside, Pronto will like give like a bit of a pat on the shoulder and say, Pronto sees that you made quite a close friend. You are not the only one. Pronto has made also a close friend with the blacksmith here. And also, it's another thing is that, well, it's odd. It seems we've all made some close friends. Wilhelm was talking with another villager called Wolfric, and while you were like in that meditative state, Kage, we all witnessed that Aster has gotten quite close with the queen as well. So we've all met some quite interesting fellows, huh?
Guy gives a nod, just wipes his tears away. If you tell anyone I cried, I will slit your throat in your sleep.
Your secret is safe with Pronto.
Yeah.
So as you
Yes,
guys go into the general store,
General,
um,
like, is it here or?
It is this one right here,
I'm a dummy. It's right there. Why
across the street.
Shopping episode. Let's go.
No,
Get in,
that's
losers.
fine.
We're going shopping.
All right. So you walk in, and the store is filled with some basic stuff. Like, we're talking a general store, meaning like there's some tools, there's a few, there's lots of daily stuff such as plates, silverware, a few different food items and whatnot. There's a very large amount of stored grain, apparently from the previous harvest. And there's also a wall that is just of different kits, different kits that could be used for different purposes, such as a travel kit, a camping kit, and essentially a few other household items and whatnot, some decorative things, sculptures and whatnot. And you see two people that seem to be running the store. It looks to be a couple, very, very elderly. The
Oh God.
the man is kind of hunched over the counter, and you see him kind of walking around. He has like a really wobbly stick that he's using
Okay,
for
fears
balance.
old people. Mainly because they think he's an actual cat. What
I
a
mean-
pretty kitty! Ah!
Pulls out sword. Oh, kitty, have danger!
no, he doesn't pull out the sword because these are fucking old people. He knows to respect your elders.
No,
man.
I
The
know,
elders are
I
so
know.
fucking crotchety old that they pet you like a fucking they try to pet you like a cat, but they fucking pull at you like they're really rough because they're old people. Like, this is not fun. Kage hates old people, but knows he can't do anything because he has to respect them.
So the woman, much more mobile, and is kind of going around stocking different shelves, and there's a few patrons that are in the store, kind of shopping around. And as you walk in, it's as if they don't hear you. They don't even notice that you've walked in.
Probably because of my fucking size.
No,
Probably
Pronto
noticed
walking in
Pronto
too.
first.
No, they
Oh,
don't
okay.
even notice any of you. But you see
Oh
them.
damn!
Oh. Proto will kind of like, hello? He kind of like claps a bit.
As you kind of get up to the counter and you're like directly in front of him, the old man is currently putting a few things up on the counter, and then looks at you for a solid 5 seconds, then goes, "Oh, when did you come in?"
Oh my fucking god! Kage's like, oh god.
Sir.
You have fun talking to this guy. I'm gonna go find what I need, which is a list of things.
Okay.
He kind of
Oh,
is
he's
looking
not-
at you for like an explanation, kind of like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Who are you, stranger?
Proto will say, well, a customer. Also, one of the hunters that hunted the thrush.
Thrushes can't be killed. Don't go around saying blasphemy.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't tell this guy what we did.
Well,
This is a bad idea.
well, Pronto is a customer. Here to buy things.
Where are you from? I've never seen you before.
That's very strange. So we've been here for fucking weeks.
Ah,
This old fucking man.
we are foreign from Dren.
Foreigners, and he kind of gets like a little like fearful in his eyes.
Yeah. He's got like the furrow caterpillar eyebrows, and they raise up. You see two. That's all I'm picturing. He's got the counter.
Do not worry. Like Proto will put both his hands in the. We'll put both his hands in the like air and say, "Proto means no harm. We are customers. We are customers."
Around this time, one of the guards that you've seen just kind of around. He goes, Scuff, it's fine. They've been around. The queen knows. You're safe. And Scuff kind of goes, oh, okay. And then kind of composes himself a little bit and asks you what you are, if you are searching for anything in particular.
Portal say, do you have rations for long trips?
Yes. How long of travel?
Well, Portal will say around
That's the fucking question.
couple days.
That's
Give me 1 second.
that's incorrect, I think.
Yeah.
Like Portal's purposely like not saying like
That's
he doesn't
not
want to
correct.
give he doesn't want to give this old man a heart attack of like.
That's a
what's
good point.
traveling for that long.
Yeah, this old man, I feel like if we tell him anything shocking, he'd just keel over and die.
Yes.
Ah,
Are you
my
buying-
ticker!
are you
One
buying
month of rations. Ooh.
My
Are
ticker!
you buying the entire trip's worth of rations in one go, or are you buying like 2 stops?
Yeah, I was to say, don't buy a lot of rations, because Kage is going to provide food for you guys. Like, he's looking for fishing poles and stuff right now.
Well, just in case. Of course.
Because you don't think Kage's a good chef. How fucking dare
I
you?
mean,
No.
so we already
Why
have
did you
fishing
ever drink
poles. Yeah.
What?
Fishing poles, you can catch
Yeah. Last session we bought some
20,
fishing.
20 fish.
Well, yeah, I know. And Kage's gonna have supplies we can make fishing poles too, but that's not here or there. That's extra if he has any extra from what he's making. So what he also requires poles.
Anyway, back to general store. Rations.
He gave me food all the time. Give me food all I feel like the DM's doing something.
Anyway, let's go over to you, Kage. What are you looking for?
What am I looking for?
Yes.
I'm looking for poles, paper, specifically the thin paper that we use to make lanterns. Different colors, of course, or just some paint if they don't have any colors. Like thin poles, fishing poles, and basic like glue. Maybe string and fishing hooks too, for obvious reasons. Tyler's going to make A, fishing poles, and B, a lantern. For personal reasons. So yeah, that's what he's currently. He's also looking for bait, like, because I'm assuming that's a good point. He might just be able to go somewhere else for bait, because based off personal experience, he could just go to a butcher and get bait. Because if you get pork ends, like bacon pork ends, that looks like worms, and it's pretty damn cheap. That's what I used to do when I would go fishing with my uncle. We'd get bacon pieces, like the butt ends, where it was just like this. It looked like a worm sticking on the hook. Fish would eat that shit up.
So you're looking for a lantern, items to make fishing pole, and what? Anything else?
Items like a fishing pole, items like a lantern. That's pretty much it. That's why I went to the general store. Then he just needs to get a new weapon, and he's good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I found the fucking gif. It's the eyebrow gif. That's what the old man's doing. I love that gif so much. That movie was so good. The first one. The second one is could be better. Look me in the eyes, Flint. That character was the best. Oy.
Okay, sorry.
That's
alright,
okay.
so and you were also looking for like pots for plant.
I put it in chat.
That's right! Flower pots! I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me, DM.
Oh yeah.
Flower
job.
pots, so I could actually fucking grow the plants on the ship.
Oh yeah, that was the main thing why we're here. Oh yeah.
Well, no, that was a side note, because I thought the apothecary would have them, but they didn't.
Okay.
The main reason is to make the lanterns, to make the fishing poles.
Okay.
If they don't have fishing poles, then.
Yeah.
Assuming a nice place.
They do have
Kage...
fishing poles, yes.
Okay, I'll buy like a
Kage's
couple of them.
okay. Yeah, Kage is basically looking for them, and then Proto's in the front desk, like, asking for some rations.
He's trying to avoid the fucking old lady like the plague. Like, if she's in an aisle he needs to be in, he's gonna wait for her to leave.
So, as a combined thing, just to speed up on time,
Yeah.
you are able to find the fishing pole and bait. There are 3 pots, clay pots that can be used for planting.
Perfect!
And there is you can purchase rations. And after some details, it's essentially, are you looking for like traveling rations, etc. That's cleared up. So there's traveling rations that are available by the crate. He tells you that if you're needing for a longer journey to speak to the I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name. It's the person that handles all the food.
Chef!
Food man.
Cook. Butcher. Grocer. Farmer. I'm going down the list, man. One of these has gotta hit.
I mean, if you want to use
Quartermaster?
pirate, if you want to use the pirate team, it'd be boatswain. If that would
Gastronomer!
because quartermaster is actually more just on like a loyalty enforcer, really, keeping everybody more in line.
Oh, I thought we were talking about food. Oh, you mean like that goes over storage. That counts the
Yeah,
I
quartermaster storage. Yeah.
quartermaster. Yeah, that's quarter. They count how much inventory is in the ship.
Thinking what that term is.
Sorry, my buddy was being a asshole. Go
Oh my
get your
God.
own water.
He's like, never!
Fuck off.
No, that's, what the hell is it? I had something I was about to say.
Say that again. Sorry.
I had something I was about to say, but I fucking lost it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah! As a side note, because I remember this, I don't remember if this was this group or different, but I remember One Piece being a thing. I actually finally fucking watching it, as a heads up.
Okay.
I figured I'd bring that up, because a lot of people were yelling at me to watch One Piece, because I made a One Piece campaign. And it's not this campaign, like, I'm an official One Piece tabletop. And I remember another group mentioning how much they liked One Piece, and I was like, fuck. Now I have to do it.
This is technically an unofficial
Okay.
One Piece.
Yeah, I know. I just want to make sure it was this group. Yeah, so basically 2 One Piece group campaigns, then, technically.
What does
Now I'm
what
finally
does that
watching it, 'cause-
technically mean?
Sail away, go.
What do you mean?
Like, what does a One Piece in that reference mean?
The anime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Gotcha.
finally watching One Piece.
Yeah, one piece of what?
Shut the fuck up.
I don't.
You get stuck in an Abbott
I don't watch
Costello
any of that
routine.
stuff, so.
Who's on first?
Yeah,
What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
Yeah, let's move on with RP. Yes,
All right,
yes.
so you guys are able to find everything that you need. I'm getting the price for the rations right now.
Yeah, I get the price for all the stuff, and then we'll just say I buy a fucking flail. As you know how much everything costs, and I'll take it off.
Yeah, Proto will handle the prices.
The big part was the apothecary, and we got that done.
All right,
Yeah,
so
like Proto will handle the prices. You don't have to decrease your rounds.
let's see.
How many charges is the potion of enlarging have? Just one, right?
Just one, yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
I had a feeling, but
Okay, so a supply crate holds. Thank you, Stockman. Thank you. One supply crate holds 20 rations. A barrel holds 40. Um, they come in. Supply crates can come in clusters. And barrels can come in clusters. And that's most of the time like a cluster of supply crates or barrels will count as a big item slot on a ship. Um, the maximum amount of supplies per big item slot is 200. So the sorry, no, I'm sorry. Barrel was 50 rations. So it's 200. 4 barrels times 50 is 200. So the crates can have up to let's see.
Okay. One crate holds 20. A barrel holds 50.
Wouldn't it be 10 crates per big slot?
It's 8.
Okay.
So you can have 160. Now the crates are a little cheaper. So the crates are 200 per crate, and the barrels are 400 per barrel. Not per cluster, but per crate or barrel.
Oh, okay.
You can get discounts for buying in bulk, obviously, but...
Yep. Okay, so 200 crowns for a crate, 400 crowns for a barrel?
Correct.
Okay.
And keep in mind that that's with inflation, essentially, based on the area that you're on. In other areas, it's cheaper or more expensive. In an area like this, rations for sailing is kind of not a common occurrence, especially here. But in other places where there's a lot of sailing, it might be cheaper just because they have a larger access to it.
Okay.
So.
Okay, Pronto will get like 1 barrel, and I guess he can like roll it over to the housing and repair it.
Okay. So you got 50 rations for 400 crowns. The fishing pole, 3 pots, and so the stuff to make a lantern. And you're focusing specifically on a paper lantern, right?
Yes, I'm making a paper lantern.
Okay, so there is not a lot in terms of like paper or anything because none of these people write or read.
What the fuck?
So there's like you could use kind of cloth and whatnot and paint over it.
That would also work, yeah.
So you could do that and then make a better one later, but unfortunately you're in an area that doesn't.
I mean, it doesn't have to be paper. Technically, any type of cloth could work as well. It just needs to be able to, like, hold up.
Okay.
Cloth could work as well.
So it's more of like a canvas. So that could definitely work.
If anything, that would be better and not rip as much and be waterproof at that point.
Okay, great. Yeah. So there's canvas. It's kind of used for making like bags or very rudimentary paintings. And there is paint. So depending on what you wanted to do there.
What does it cost?
So the canvas is 20. The fishing pole is 50. The bait is 20. And then each paint is 10.
Okay, so how much paint are you getting, Kage?
How much bait am I getting?
Yeah, it's like basically.
I have 1 fishing pole, so let's say how many charges is 1 thing of bait?
That's 10.
10? Let's get 3.
Oh, so how much is the bait now?
60.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, so
So that's
Okay,
110
so,
for the fishing pole and the bait.
okay.
And then the canvas is 20, so that's 130. And then
Right.
the pots are 5 each, so that's 145. And then depending on how much paint you want to get, Kage, for different colors. Each color is 10.
It'd be red and black, really. Red, black, and yellow.
Okay, so 3. So that would be 30. So 175.
Yep, I decreased that already. Got it.
All right.
Hmm. The other thing I really would need is the poles to like make the frame, but I think that's easily done with. Assuming they have reeds, right? You know.
Yeah, they have like some sticks and stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, then I'll be able to make this because it's like a religious thing I need to do. So,
Okay, already got that. So done. Okay.
yeah, and then, what was the other thing? Pots, flower pots. I need 3 of those.
Already got those.
Oh yeah, you already got it.
Perfect. Then, yeah, they're all good.
Okay.
And then the other thing
Next.
is I need the flail, and then so after we get the pricing for that, I'll pay for the flail. Because that's eventually going to become a thing later.
Okay, to the smithy. Next.
Well, I'm just saying like DM how much it costs. We'll just say I bought it and go because I don't really think unless you want to do something with the smithy. Pronto.
Up to the DM, really, like depending.
That's
like
up to you.
The smithy.
Yeah, I just don't know if you wanted
okay.
to talk to the smithy.
He
'cause
just
he's your friend.
he welcomes you with a warm welcome as usual.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like dude, see this up. Yeah, like Fronto will say, my companion here needs a flail weapon.
He
Yeah, and
kind of
he's
scratches his head. He goes, "A flail?"
Kage's gonna like he'll draw a picture of it, like kind of like this, and he's gonna mention like, do you know what a religious censer is, by chance?
Can't say that I do. Sorry.
Yeah, he's gonna draw it. He's basically draw out his idea, which is just a flail that has room for incense in it, making it a hole.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the little. I would just call them like
The censer.
little smoke sticks.
Well, no. There's also the other stuff. There's also like just the straight up ash that you can use. But either way, it's like a flail that's has like made of a cage, and it would like, but it's like the metal around the cage is heavy enough to still do damage, and it just makes it a holy weapon. So it's technically.
Hi. So pretty much what it is, it's a flail with the actual ball is hollow,
Yes.
with a flame inside. So pretty much it does minor little burns and stuff. So you can lighten it up for like a minute.
Yeah.
And it just deals extra damage.
Yeah, and it would also possibly be able
it's
to
Rune that doesn't know this, not me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that Kage is going to describe is describe it and like draw it out like a little. It's not exactly the best blueprints, but it's still blueprints nonetheless because he's worked this out before.
And
he's gonna look to Pronto like help me here.
Oh yeah, like Fronto will like assist like understanding like custom made stuff. Like he has made like many custom things in his shop.
And yeah, Kage is to say with my new religious training, it would also assist hopefully with being able to defend us from any creatures that are unsavory, if you know what I mean.
Rune kind of absorbs all the information, Pronto assisting in some of the terminology and methods and whatnot to kind of create it. Goes, oh, well, yeah, I can definitely make something from that. I actually have some chain around here, and starts gathering a few different things. And he goes, the one thing
How much would something like this cost?
One thing I don't have is anything for a handle. He kind of points to how long the handle is, and he goes, we don't. I mean, I could just break a bit of a spear off. That could work.
Kage thinks for a moment. Do you need something for a grip by chance?
Something that's sturdy enough and long enough. But I can work that out. Just give me till tomorrow. But I can.
Kage's gonna put up a hand and goes, I have an idea. And he's gonna pull out his sword and goes, can you by chance take the handle off of this? I only want to put the blade in, and I'm not using the sword anymore, but I prefer to have the handle still. And if I move the handle from the sword to the,
Well,
would that by chance work?
potentially, and he kind of takes it and investigates how it's built, and as customary, katanas have a much longer handle. He goes,
They do.
I might be able to do something with this if you
Yeah,
would
just keep
leave
the
it with
blade
me.
intact if you can, because I do want to hang that up.
I can absolutely do that.
He is a nom.
Okay, then yes. Give me till tomorrow, and
This
I,
is
I should have
perfect. He
that.
still technically has his sword at all times. Spirit.
All right. So you now have until tomorrow for that to be completed. But
Woo!
and
How much did it cost?
he says that they'll process with the chains, and essentially because you're kind of providing the main thing, which is the handle. I would say it's going to be about it. Chain. What's that? I would say that's 250.
Done. He's gonna pay for it.
All right. So you now have all of your stuff.
Hooray!
Perfect.
This is working out perfect, seeing as I was fucking gone for a week.
Alright, back to the housing with
All right.
Kage, I suppose.
What's the other group doing?
All right.
Oh, my dog is acting.
Oh god!
Oh, that's my dog.
That took a turn.
I'm gonna quickly mute myself. I have to go grab something, but I'm still. I won't be able to hear anything, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Hester, Mordai, Wilhelm, what you guys doing?
Well, Haster is kind of waiting until later in the evening to go speak to the queen. So Haster's just kind of playing music next to the place where everyone is looking at the map.
Okay. Mordai, Wilhelm, you guys are just planning out routes.
Planning out routes, getting pretty much all the info down that we're gonna need.
Okay. Great.
What's one thing? If I remember right, Ash can like send messages over long distances. I did that when we first got to the meteor, right?
Yes. So Ash is capable of sending messages. The way I treat the message spell in general is that over short distances, it does not consume mana, but the longer the distance, the more mana it consumes. So basically, it's about for like every 1,000 miles that it consumes a mana.
How far away are we from the acolytes at this point?
I believe it was
What?
like 4,500, 5,000, something like that.
About 10,000, I'd say.
Was it
10,000, 11,000.
Okay.
And to Glane, about 17,000.
So that would be, quite a bit of mana to expend for that. Now, you could aid him, and it would just kind of split between the both of your mana pools.
Okay, I think we can do that.
Okay. Is there a specific person that you would like him to message?
We go all the way up to the very first line of my notes. Is it Headmaster Westra, the one
Yes.
who sent me on my little mission?
That is correct.
Yeah, I basically want to get a message to them saying that there is another meteor, possibly the same one, but that's unsure. Here, and this might be too far. Is there a conversion of like longitude and latitude where I can like give off a location on a map, or is that not a thing?
Not really a thing in the
Yeah.
world, but
So I'm just,
you
I'm
can
just
you
gonna
can use
give
simple
my-
terms and say like to the northwest of the main island of Dren, or the main continent of
Yeah,
Dren, etc.
I'll do-
Something like that.
Yeah, the best I can do to get to kind of where it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
like there's also like the smokestack, so they'll notice if they come here.
Okay. All right. So you and Ash want to go ahead and send that message then?
It's probably a good idea.
Okay. So, to Headmaster Westra, so the combined total mana would be 14. So, split between the two of you, that'd be 7 mana each.
We're not doing anything today, right?
Oh, we're not doing anything for the past 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay. And your mana would probably be full now by the amount of downtime you've had.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you and Ash kind of walk outside, and he goes, "This is gonna send a beam of light to the sky, so we should probably do this in a more secluded place, or
Oh wait, really? Yeah, maybe
and unless we're
we go outside the town a little bit.
okay. All right. So you and Ash kind of head outside and go out to this further out into the forest a little bit, making it so that you're definitely not in eyesight of Calda, but you know, still close enough that it's not going to be too long to come back. And as he kind of walks with you, he goes, "You doing all right?"
Um, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I was all right. I mean, if anything, I should be asking you that, right?
Well, I mean, it's the first time that I've had that kind of injury, but not the first time that I've had a battle like that.
Like I'm happy you're all right and all, but I'm talking about the other thing.
You mean with the dragon?
That. Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that yet.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, you were practically out of it.
Yes. Just between you and me, I still don't feel totally normal. I think that there's something changed fundamentally. I don't know what it was in me.
I mean, what happened? Just talk to you and.
When I was having that conversation with Mordai, it wasn't necessarily me that wanted the tablet that much. It was like something was kind of controlling me.
Man, what the fuck did I do to get into this mess? What did we do? All of us. I mean, this is like.
Well, I wholeheartedly believe that it's a curse, but that's my opinion on it.
I mean, do you need me to like keep an eye on you or something?
If it ends up being that I don't see myself, I would say just be cautious of how far you go to stop me, because it may not be me.
I mean, granted, I think at this point I've only known you for like a day or two, right?
It's been
I mean, if that wasn't you that entire time, then I don't really know you all that much.
trust Mordai.
I mean,
Trust him.
And
speaking
that-
of, speaking of, what is with Mordai? I don't. Did he tell you about what happened, or?
You mean his curse?
I mean, I assume that's what that is.
He's not said much on the subject, but there's a lot of history between him and I. There
All
was,
I'm saying is maybe you need to just keep an eye on him too.
I think each one of us needs an eye on the other.
I mean, nothing's taking control of me yet. Wait, is that gonna happen?
I think you would have already felt the effects for referring to just the
I
dragon.
don't want to be mind controlled. That would be.
Well, it's kind of a hazard of the occupation, right?
Eh. Every day I just regret this.
Why?
I don't know.
It makes me feel alive. Or at least reminds me that it means I am.
I mean, I was supposed to just go look at things, not kill things and.
Didn't you ever want something more out of just reading about these adventures? Seeing what other people had done in the past, the great trials that they went through, and you never
No,
wanted
I
to look
was a little bit excited, but all I've learned is that they just get rid of all the bad stuff. I mean, I watched the people who I call my companions now almost die like multiple times.
That is the true hazard of the
And
occupation.
it's not even from like like the stuff you read about, it's like just spiders that just happen to be there, or hell, even ourselves sometimes.
I think a part of the process comes with accepting the unknown.
I hate the unknown. I'll just leave it there.
I understand. Around this time, you make it to a far enough distance he feels might be enough, and he says, well, I'll let you kind of control the direction and verbiage of the spell, but it'll be from me casting it.
Like I'm saying the message.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He pulls out his wand and kind of does a little bit of a flourish with it, and a blue energy kind of engulfs the tip of the wand and kind of nods to it, like as if to speak into it.
Headmaster Westra, this is Wilhelm. We're in Dren somehow, and the meteor is also here. I'm unsure if it's the same one or a different one, but it's possible its location has changed to northwestern Dren, near a village named I can't find the name of my notes.
Calda.
Alda?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna try to sail over to you guys with some samples. That's the end.
At this moment, the wand starts to shake, and like as you're saying more and more, and it absorbs more of this message that you're forming, the energy is just continuously like kind of starting to crackle, and you see Ash's hand like shaking, trying to hold it, kind of grimacing and puts both hands on it, and then as you nod like that you've completed your message, He points it towards the sky, and you see as the blue light shoots up and dissipates, or disappears from sight. You feel drained as well as him, as he kind of kneels down to one knee.
Thanks for that.
He goes, "No, thank you."
All right. If anyone asks, we just say that they're crazy. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. We just came out here to go for a nice stroll before we headed out, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Don't be off-put by the adventure itself. If you can accept that there are things you'll never know, then you'll enjoy the things you do.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure what to do with that information right now.
You'll figure it out. Kind of pats your shoulder and stands up slowly and goes, "Should we go back?"
Yeah.
You guys make your way back in to Calda and return back to the housing.
Would Pronto and Kage arrive later?
Yes.
After or? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Kage, are you still there? Kage?
Kage is still muted.
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Sorry.
I need
I
to
was
hear.
eating, so I was like, I feel like I should mute until I'm finished done swallowing this food.
Okay. After Pronto and Kage, enter the housing, Pronto will go over to Mordai. Is Mordai still looking over the map?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You should kiss that
Pronto-
map. Kage
Yeah,
says this.
Oh.
You two should kiss.
And if we didn't have this map, we'd be drifting in the sea going nowhere. So you should be kissing it as much as I should then.
Nah. Like annoying younger brother crap. It's like, you should kiss it.
Anyway, have you found a route?
I found two. I know
Oh.
Queen Sega said that we should stay at Apraxtran, but if we go through there, sail constantly throughout the day, it should only be about 54 days travel.
I feel like we should listen to what the queen has to say. No offense, but
Which is the second route, which is going down into Akril and then into Athana, which would be an extra 10 days.
yes, but I feel like there's a reason as to why you have to go around that. You know.
Yeah. Especially when the ship doesn't have any cannons to defend ourselves with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would vote for the second one.
Exactly.
Of course. Anyway, since we're all here, Proto was actually got something for all of you here.
Yeah.
Proto was planning to give you these gifts a day ago, but a couple days ago, but Kage was in that state, so Proto wanted to wait until you were all present in Wanu.
Thank you for waiting for me. I very much appreciate it.
Yes, so anyway, they're all in my bag. Let me get them. And then so Pronto will go in front of Kage first, and then they'll say, Kage, for you, Pronto got you. So he pulls out these gloves, but these gloves, they're fingerless gloves. And do you know what? Out of character, do you know what fingerless gloves are?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, so fingerless gloves that fit your Pronto will say, these are fingerless gloves that will fit your paw. Also, Pronto got you a hoodie. The hoodie is for Proto can imagine that Kage might be uncomfortable with there may be possible stormy weather while we are.
This
on the
is
ship.
correct. You are very correct, sir. I
Yes.
fucking hate boats, so that's why I'm staying in the kitchen the entire time.
Ah.
I hate
Ah.
boats.
Well, just in case if you need to be
I
out
do
for a moment.
appreciate it, though.
Yes, I have a hoodie and these fingerless gloves. And these gloves' purpose are to, you see, when Pronto works at a blacksmith forge for a couple hours, Pronto would often wear gloves because they are more comfortable and put less strain when gripping onto Pronto's tools. So these gloves will make you feel gripping your weapon more comfortable and put less strain on your paws.
Guy is gonna put him on and just kind of puff out his chest, but like, I'm cool now.
Yeah,
So
and
the
Pronto will say,
actual material
Pronto,
is made out of frosh feather and frosh fur. So
Oh my god.
it's like actually like it looks really nice and has the feathers as kind of an additive design bonus to itself, but the skin itself is actually really tough. I'll get you those details while Pronto continues to explain. Go ahead.
Yep. Oh yeah, I was about to say that like they're made of fresh feathers and fur skin.
Ooh.
Yep.
It matches
and then,
my little glider.
Next, Mordai. Pronto got since Mordai described himself to be to have a sailor skills of sorts. Pronto got you a hooded cloak made of the frosh feathers and skin, like the hoodie to get you comfortable from the harsh, stormy weather that may come in future sail travels. Yep, and so
Thanks, Pronto.
Pronto hands you, gives you like a hooded cloak for it. Yep.
So
Made
did you
up the
get uniforms for everybody?
No, there's something.
Uniforms!
Oh no, something different for the rest.
Oh.
Ah.
We matched Mordai and puts on the hood.
Anyway, Wilhelm and Asher, Pronto got you both similar things. You both are practitioners of the arcane, and seen you both with quills and all. So Pronto got you quills made of frost feathers, but an added bonus. And then when he pulls them out, you see like two frost feather quills, but you see that the writing tips, are made of the ruby crystal that Pronto mined out from the frost cave, and feathery parts are like there's like crystallized ruby dust around, and it gives it like a shine in like the candlelight, like so it gets like a shine effect, like it's fancy looking. And so Pronto hands you both these fancy looking quills.
That was to me, correct?
What did you say?
That was to me and Wilhelm, correct?
Yeah, Wilhelm and Asher.
Ash or Haster?
Ash.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ash takes it and kind of admires it and says, "Thank you. This is very wonderfully crafted."
Yes. We've all been quite through a journey together, surviving and all. So thought Pronto would get you something. And then Pronto goes over to Aster and says, "And Aster, for you, Pronto had to think for a while. Like a long while.
Oh my god. Like a long.
Yes. That's until when we were at the feast of eating the frosh, when Proto saw your close relationship with the queen and Mordai explaining what was happening between the two of you, Proto got a bit of an idea, and after Proto,
what did I say about me?
Jesus
Queen
Christ.
Sal?
Well,
well, anyway, moving on. After
Moving on.
Proto witnessing your rapier skills in the frosh battle, and thinking about it, some of your personality towards certain things, Proto thought this would be fitting for you, and he pulls out like a frosh feather fan, but but not only that, but you see that the fan is also made of dark iron metal, and then you see Proto point to this gemstone here and Proto says, this is a mechanism that will extend into a hidden dagger blade. And then you see him push the button, the ruby button, and push up, and you see like a blade stick out of like the top section of the feather fan, and then they like overlap and covered like feathers meant to cool you down, and like when you fan your face, like basically a hidden dagger weapon. And then yes, and yep, and then like you pull puts it like back in, like the extends it like back into the fan, and you want to see again like the frost feathers that are meant to like fan and cool your face, and then he like folds. He's able to fold the fan, and like so you're able to like easily put it in your pocket, and then hands it to you, Esther.
I don't know what to say, Pronto. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
very well.
She takes the fan and kind of admires the plumage.
Yep, and out of character, it's a +1 feather dagger fan. It does 2d4 plus dexterity.
2d4 plus. You said what?
Dexterity. Like basically, it's like a dagger, but it does twice as much damage, like 2d4 instead of 1d4. It's also a +1 weapon, so you can add a +1 bonus to attack roll and damage roll.
And definitely concealable.
Yep. And that's all Pronto got for you all.
Thank you, Pronto.
I definitely appreciate it.
Great gifts all
You're
around.
very welcome.
It took all of my, literally out of character, it took all of my, like, everything to hold me back when you went to Aster and be like, I made you a feathered thong!
So,
That was so funny! In my head, just like, and Pronto got for you a feathered thong!
I was curious. It's like you started off with, oh yes, I recognized your special relationship with the queen.
Yeah, right? So here's a feathered thong!
Yeah, I thought it was 100% sexual.
So did I.
100%.
I saw how skilled you were with your rapier, and I'm like, what is he implying
He's
here?
like, what are you doing? So I was like, so Pronto made you a feathered thong.
Yeah.
That was my
but it's a feather fan, like it's like much more badass and stylish.
Why did you lead us in like 3 different directions?
Part of Pronto's charm.
Yep. So, out of care. So, does the frost feather cloak give like extra armor points for Mordai?
Yes. In fact, the hood and the gloves for Kage, because it's like part chest armor, part hood, so it's kind of like a mixture. It made her armor points from 21 to 54.
Ooh.
I already adjusted all the notes and everything.
Hell yeah! This is so cool.
So one more time on that feather dagger. It's 2d4 plus dex plus 1.
For me?
No, for Haster.
I was about to say, like, I don't remember.
Pronto, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Aster, you there?
Yes, I'm watching Ty put it into my inventory. It's so satisfying.
I'm not sure
Okay.
why it tried to create a subpage from plus... Like, what? Okay. There we go.
I'm more curious about like that.
There we go.
Mordai's.
So you can choose to put that
cloak.
wherever you want it, but it's in your inventory satchel for now.
Awesome, thank you.
And then Mordai, I will update yours. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and then we will be back in just a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Be back.
Right.
Yes.
Wah.
Nice. Ooh, that, I was waiting like for 2 or 3 weeks to mention all those gifts. Worth it.
Worth it.
Got a bit of a problem now. Because
what?
as much as I want to use like the very pretty and awesome quill,
Yeah, you're afraid to break it.
No, I have to use the quill I currently have.
You could use it for special things. Like I'm writing a special letter.
I do have plans for it. It
Fuck
is
yeah.
helpful.
Yeah, like if you're signing a contract, you're gonna use it.
I mean, the thing too, though, is we don't even know about your current quill, so
Yeah, you don't.
This
It
is
makes
true.
sense.
yeah.
Oh wait.
Yep. Are you guys all happy with your gifts? Like interesting gifts?
Me?
yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, they're awesome.
I'm glad.
Oh, Ty just went on my page.
Oh,
What the
do you
fuck?
see how many? Is it a lot of armor points?
I have no idea. I just saw for a second the armor points just disappear as I was switching some stuff around. It's just okay.
Utility slots, inventory, equipment. Here you go. Frosh out.
God.
Jesus Christ. Made of frosh feather and skin. Yep, 20 AP. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I have 54 fucking AP, man.
What's your AC now? What did it upgrade to?
It upgraded by like fucking 33 points, so I have 54 now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fucking lot, because I did not have a lot of AC before.
Yeah. What about like armor class in general? Like 11 to 13? Is that what you're saying?
I had, let me do the math here, 23 before, I think.
AC?
No, 21. I had 21 AC.
I think.
No.
No, armor
not
points.
armor.
AP.
Not armor
Sorry,
points.
AP. I have AP.
Yes. What's your AC now?
I don't
AC.
fucking know. Where do I find that again?
Like it's 5 plus Dex plus basically you have 50 something armor points. So AC 10. What is your dexterity?
Dexterity's... Oh, Jesus Christ. AC's 14 now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's
Nice.
good.
Comfortably sitting at 13.
Okay. Did your AP increase from the cloak?
Yeah, I went from 44 to 60.
Oh wow, nice.
Happy.
Nice. So Kage and Mordai's AC increased by 2. Good. Our frontliners.
You know, I redid the math for my AP points, and apparently I had more than I was supposed to. So I actually have less AC now.
Oh no.
Like, it even matters. Like, I think anything that tries to hit me is basically gonna hit me.
Wait, Will,
My AC is 8.
are you technically a small creature though?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so that should add to it.
That's with my size bonus.
If I'm a small creature, you're definitely a small creature.
You're not
Yeah.
wearing like, any sort of armor, or
I am. I'm wearing some armor. I have a -2 from
To be
Dex.
fair, you're a wizard.
I have a -2 Dex modifier, so that does not help.
yeah.
Oh no. Forgot about that.
It's like all wizards. They are very squishy.
The glass cannon.
Oh, I am like the glassiest glass candy you've ever seen. I have done what no wizard should ever do, and that
What,
is
Yep.
Like hey, you burned those froshes to death.
I'm worried
You were-
about you if like a sudden gust of wind comes.
Yep.
like, yeah. During that fight, and that frost got to me, I think I would have just died. Like, right there.
Oh my... Yeah, no, you did the smart thing.
Yeah.
You did the very smart thing.
Yeah, and we had to rush in for Kage.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
And,
You're right.
And yep.
I
and,
fucking
from
knew
the-
it. They're gonna be able to go very far.
Yep.
Listen,
And
listen.
from those,
You were right.
Yep. and with, from those gifts, the barbarians are now have an increased AC. So that's good.
Still can't really use rage though.
Uh,
Listen. You're right. I always love that joke. But they're about to make like a defense, but they just straight up agree with you. Like, no, you're right.
Forgot to update this.
Hey.
anyways, do you guys really like the aesthetic of that frost feather fan? Like,
I do like that.
like in a way representing like a bit of like hidden beauty with Aster, but also deadly, something like that.
Not gonna lie, you might have the best gift.
I mean, a +1 2d4 weapon's pretty good.
I mean, it's
That-
better. I think it's
I was
better
gonna
than
say-
the weapon. I
Is
have.
that a?
Is that better than the rapier, which is what 1d6 or 1d8?
It's a. It would be a better average.
Yeah, like a better average, or
but-
more likely to roll high than a D8.
Well, it's tagged. I forget the math on it, but you have a higher chance of a middle roll, and then less of a chance of a lower high roll, if I remember that right. The statistics of that.
Yeah, basically.
So, but one thing is you can never roll a 1. At worst, you're gonna roll a 2, and that's very unlikely.
Yeah.
So is that an infusion?
Eh?
No. No,
It's
it's not
not.
part of. Yeah, like it's basically it's the quality that made it a +1.
Oh, okay, that's good. So it'll be +1 forever, even if you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice thing of having an artificer, we could just make our own like magical stuff or just really high qual stuff.
Essentially.
Oh yeah, artificers are fun. I will say, like, in terms of like campaigns, artificers are usually like NPCs that you stumble across. I've never played with someone playing an artificer.
I think I played one for a very short time.
Like,
Honestly, I like
I
the
know it's
class.
included in like 5e as just a class that you can have, but I don't know. I've never actually seen someone use it.
Yep, and also since the fan already has like a gem embedded into it, it's a possibility for like more enchantment if you find like a enchanter person.
The gem itself, doesn't that make it like a conduit
Oh fuck! I should bring Kage
to
back.
cast spells?
Something of the sort. But
I
lately there's
think
a like the pro-
arcane.
lately
I
the
don't
process lately the process of it you need there's like a process it for like enchanting like arcane stuff.
Yeah, I thought there was like pretty much like you have to attune the crystal to a certain wavelength, aka like the level
Yeah.
of spells you can cast out of it,
Yeah,
to
something
actually
like
be able
that.
to funnel spells through it.
Yeah, basically you can't like have I found gem, I'm gonna put it in here and boom, instant magic stuff. But no, there's like a bit of a process.
My
Yeah.
I mean, we
sleeping
could totally
pocket.
just shove magic into a crystal and then like have whatever condition for it, but to actually utilize it properly, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm asking you if we match our wavelengths and whatnot to these crystals, and we like become familiar with them. Can we use them as conduits?
Probably. You'd
That's what I
probably
mean.
have to get like
Yeah, like
Ponto and Ash and Wilhelm to do like some attunement to it, so it's actually usable.
yeah, all magic item, magic weapons, magic armor. They have to have like a crystal embedded into it to make it magical.
Hmm. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
right there with you.
Sorry, just one more hour of game time.
I know.
And we're having like a plague of we call them love bugs. I don't know if you guys have those or not, but
They're the arrow-shaped bugs.
uh, kind of, yeah. They come in like pairs, and
Arrowhead.
they're like stink bugs, and they're just
Yeah.
like, oh my, you know, like during this session, I've had to get rid of 3 of them. I don't even know how they get in here.
Where's the fourth one?
I mean, if I look around hard enough, I'm sure I could find you one. I don't know. Maybe it's just because the light I have in my room. It's dark. I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but they're just.
Good.
Oh my god. I hate you, Mordai. There's the 4th one. Look what you did.
Hey, you said they come in pairs, so
They can come in pairs. Not all of them.
you did not specify that, so I assumed the information that was already present.
Wow. How did you not know? Wow. I'm so mad.
Canada, what do you want?
No.
Do you guys know what a June bug is?
No.
Yeah, I know. June bugs.
I doubt Mordai has June bugs, but they're a real problem down here. Ironically, they never come during June. They're kind of like those kissing beetles or the kissing bugs. Thick, fat beetles, and when you hit them real hard, they make a nice loud smack.
I don't know what to do with this information.
Talking about bugs. That's it.
Are just waiting.
I just decided. I have like a like an encounter table, you know, that I use for traveling in my game. We've been joking around about things to add to it, and someone was like, "Can we just go catch bugs like in Animal Crossing?"
I would love that. Are you fucking kidding me?
So I added bug encounters to the travel tables.
Fuck
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I'm gonna have like a bug collecting NPC who like they can sell them to and stuff.
That's fun.
That's nice.
Do some do magical things or no?
Not yet. That might be a fun thing.
Yeah, like
That'd be fun.
maybe once like it's like does has a defensive mechanism of like doing like a stun spore basically.
Think about that. It's for the idea. More ways to torture the players, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like and now there's gonna be like a beetle master. Like he has tamed the beetle.
You should just make it fucking what's his name? The actual Animal Crossing character.
Tom Nook? Or,
No, not Tom Nook.
What's his name?
The bug
owl?
catching. No, the
The
bug
owl?
catching guy. No, there's a bug catching NPC. Like the lead. It's the red chameleon. What's his name? It's in the newer game.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
you turned in bugs to the museum guy.
Yeah, I know, but there's like a random chance that the bug catching guy will be on your island once or every now and then you can sell them to him for money and also get giant models of the bugs.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
like an
I-
artist. He's like an artist.
Is it like a new thing, or did I just never?
Yeah,
get
it's a
that?
new thing in Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's why.
He's the son of the old bug guy who was the who liked to eat the bugs when you sold them to him.
My poor Animal Crossing save. I have not touched
Yeah.
that in a long time.
I have New Horizons, yeah. And I'm actually replaying it because I had to reset my island. So I'm getting back in. What's his name though?
Flick.
Flick, that's what it was. Yeah, Flick. I fucking love Flick.
I don't know, talking about bugs just makes me want to play one of those. Are they swarm druids?
Oh no.
I don't think I've actually ever played a druid. Somehow.
Dude, they are fun.
I don't know how I've never played one, but I haven't. But I kind of want to do that. That'll be my next character. Don't worry, guys. After Wilhelm gets one shot, I'm going the druid. That's it.
Gonna be a plant boy.
Plant boy.
I could just be I could be salty about it and just be a moon druid so that I have all the HP instead of literally none.
You could go Spore and just be like an ad clearing boss.
What does Spore do? I honestly don't know. I don't know much about druid. I've never.
It's been a while since I've read up on it, but I remember there was one of the ones that's thinking of going into it. I first made my druid. Yeah, remember you could basically like unleash like necrotic spores and stuff onto people, and then have them like bounce from target to target and stuff. And as you pretty much level up, it gets stronger and stronger.
Seems pretty good.
Alright, I am back. Has everyone returned?
We're all here. We're waiting.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just super worn out though.
Yep. All right. Um, so to recap, everyone has gotten the supplies they feel is necessary. You guys were talking over route. Um, Go ahead and continue from there. And if we need to speed up time, if that's a consensus on the group, then we can go from there.
Yeah, like think Aster was trying to tell the queen about the magic dangerous rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Master decides it's best to go speak to the queen.
Okay. Um, as you go and enter the hall, um, the queen is currently on the throne, and as she sees you walk in, she kind of smiles.
I return the smile and I walk up to the throne, kind of bowing my head respectively and saying, "My queen, is there a chance that we may speak in private?"
Without hesitation, she says, "Of course." Stands up and starts entering into the back room.
Hester follows and kind of looks around to make sure there's no eavesdropping.
There are two guards that are always stationed outside of her room.
Mm. Is prestigious I can't say this word.
I can't say it either.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah,
Prestidigitation.
that can also be a sound, correct?
I remember it's like very basic. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
very-
does. Yeah, you can do visual and audio sound effects.
Let me see here.
I don't think it'll work.
Yeah, it's not like what are you trying to do? Like silence, but
Yeah, I was just trying to kind of deafen them and then allow us to speak.
no. I think you can only create sound, not disable sound.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would have just made the illusion of music being played,
Ah, okay.
but I don't think it works like that. I think it's too complex.
Yeah, it's a minor spell, so and it says that like it's simple things in its own.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of like keep my voice to a low volume, and I kind of lean in close to the queen.
She leans in close, but for different purposes.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Let's be as professional. That's what it.
My queen, I'm sorry, but I must be the one to tell you this. During our travels here, we may have stumbled across something very dangerous.
uh-oh.
What do you mean?
So, similar to the circumstances that brought my party and I to your village, also lies in wait deep within the forests surrounding this area. I do not think of it as an active threat, merely the possibility of a threat. And though I know not what consequences this might have, but I do beseech you to be wary and vigilant and to increase the protection around this village as much as you can.
She kind of takes this information that you've said and leaning back, she thinks for a moment. Is this in regards to the odd smoke rising from the mountains?
You saw smoke. When?
It can be seen from the village.
Like, currently?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been mentioned a few times.
Yeah.
We believe so, yes. We know not what it is after, or what controls it. All that we know is that it is immensely powerful, and potentially not something of this earth world.
You seem to be speaking in terms of magic.
Potentially magic. Potentially divine. I know the feelings of this village on magic and curses. Though we did not bring this item here, it does seem to find itself within your neighborhood.
I need you to roll a persuasion check, not for the sake of her believing you, but more of just in a certain aspect of something you've said.
Yeah, like, of like a calm or something. Of how she'll react, maybe.
Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is the first roll of the night.
19
Oh, nice.
plus a 9, it's a 28.
Ooh.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, you are a diplomat, Aster.
Well, it's my +3 with her specifically
Yes.
because of relations.
She kind of takes everything that you said and stands up and starts kind of slowly pacing around the room. So I should have my people avoid it? If I am to... Am I to protect them from it, or are there others that are trying to get it, or are there things that I should know about it?
That's a good point.
What we know of it, it is not something that can easily be controlled, but it is something of great significance. Something that is already on the radar of, I guess radar doesn't work, already being looked into by the acolytes and the
Brigmitten conglomerate. It's fine.
Bringing Bomb. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah. Brigmitten.
Oh, good. Yeah.
But yes, it's already been being looked into by the acolytes and the Brigman conglomerate.
At the words of the arcane acolytes, she turns over immediately and she goes, "They are forbidden from entering our territory, and they know not to. Are they aware of its presence?"
Not here, my queen. Not yet. Not that I know of.
She takes a deep sigh.
But it is something that might catch their attention.
If they find here, yeah.
You're not there.
I am not there. I'm just thinking out loud. You're not there. Shut the fuck up.
Pastor kind of places a gentle hand on her shoulder. As I stated before, I am uncertain of the dangers that this thing may cause. However, if there is anything that we can do, we might be able to inform our party on over in Glane, but that won't be for quite some time, and it won't be until we leave by ship.
I fear that this will have devastating consequences for this nation.
Unfortunately, it might have devastating consequences for this world.
So am I to keep my people away from it, or am I to guard it?
That would be entirely up to your majesty. Now I am but a simple bard, but if I was to give my recommendation, keep your people away from it, but have people around it, guarding it, trusted people. Make sure your enemies surrounding this area don't happen to find it themselves.
And I will do what I must. I feel I must inform the Empress, though.
Yeesh.
As you wish. Hather kind of drops down to one knee, kind of bows her head. Forgive me, Your Highness. I do not mean to bring these news to you, but I feel like it is my duty to make sure that you are safe.
You hear the sound of a weapon being unsheathed.
Oh fuck.
And you feel
Like
the light pressure of an axe head being placed on your left shoulder, and then to your right shoulder.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Pulls away,
Oh.
I know.
and then gently grabs your hand and rises you up. And you see her bearing her ceremonial axe in her right hand. Aster, you are officially a warrior of the Nog. Honored
Oh.
and appreciated. Wear this title with pride,
Oh.
for you have proven yourself to be a worthy opponent and even a more loyal friend.
Your Majesty, thank you. Bows again.
She stops
do
you as
so.
you're trying to. She says, "My warriors do not bow to me, for they are the same as me."
Oh. Oh.
Well then, may I show you my gratitude in other ways?
You may.
Oh.
And fade to black.
Boom.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa.
You're fine. Like, I guess you're being the Dom now?
I shit you not.
What the fuck?
I shit you not. I thought I was gonna have a fight scene. There. Like I was gonna
Yeah,
have
I'll-
to battle, and I was gonna feel so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sorry,
Yeah,
man.
it's not-
I'm a little good with dramatic moments like that.
Yeah, as soon as
literally-
I heard against his shoulder, I was like, okay, it's fine.
I'm so
Okay,
glad
yeah.
I froze.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know what's happening.
Yeah, I thought the polar was right behind you, like putting the axes around your neck.
I know.
That's what I thought
That's
too.
what I expected, honestly.
You have betrayed our people.
I guess
Also-
that persuasion fight did something.
Yes, to that. Your persuasion is now, instead of a 30, I would honestly say it's about being a knight, or not a knight, but a warrior. Everything that's happened, that roll,
50.
I'm gonna say that it's 65. So you have
Jesus
plus
Christ!
6, plus
What is
6
the
on
max?
persuasion roll.
Max is like 200, right?
Yes. So max is a plus 20.
Oh my god.
So, you get a plus 6 specifically for Queen Sega.
Of course you do. Man, you got a girlfriend. Lucky bitch.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my
Yeah, she's
girlfriend
a-
back in the
Yeah, she's a kick-ass queen.
Well, guys, it was fun, but I think this is where Haster's story ends.
Is it really?
No.
I was about to say, don't you fucking dare.
Probably at the end of it, it'll end here, but
For a second, I thought it was gonna be some sort of banishment or something.
You're right, you have been banished!
Oh,
After the night passes and morning arrives, as you leave Haster, you are given an axe. It's ceremonial, and it is the symbol of a warrior of the Nog, and it has the emblem of the Nog, which is a polar bear swiping, kind of like a bear, but you can tell it being a polar bear just by how large and massive its form is. The axe is iron, and it is very, very well crafted. It's not something you have to use, and it is slightly more ceremonial, but it absolutely is a weapon that could be taken into war. And the queen says that this is a symbol of your status.
Haster immediately puts it on her back and carries the loot, I guess.
Okay. And it's like a hand axe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hand
then-
axe. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have been.
Okay. And it's
More.
like it's hand axe like you can throw.
Yes, you could absolutely throw this.
Awesome, yeah. Then, yeah, definitely just on my body, out in plain view.
Okay. Perfect.
I smile and I give the queen a quick kiss before leaving.
She asks as you're about to depart, do you know when you were leaving, or do you plan to stay?
If it pleases my queen, we will need time to prepare. And for now, it seems preparations could take a week or longer.
Very well. If anything changes, just let me know.
Haster gives another polite bow and then stops and then
Random.
smiles and walks away.
Okay.
She smiles and kind of nods.
Yeah. And I must say, like, in the morning, while this happens, Pronto, like in the morning, like addresses everyone, like saying, everyone, Pronto has a important announcement, but that will have to wait until Astra has returned.
As you say that, the door opens and Haster
Oh.
comes in, now bearing a ceremonial axe with the symbol of the Nog.
Oh, As Proto sees this, Proto says, "Oh, Aster has returned. Let's see how Aster's conversation with the Queen went." So Aster,
You steal an axe from.
What did you say?
Who'd you steal
who
an
do you
axe
ste-
from?
Yeah, did you steal the axe? I say that's what Mordai saying.
Is the queen dead?
This was just a parting gift from the Queen.
Oh. Were you guys making axes together?
I have informed her of the situation that we find ourselves in. And I've also informed her of the possible dangers. They seem to be already aware of its location, as it's very clearly evident. And I've asked her to keep an eye on things. She's not going to actively involve her people, for they fear most forms of arcane magic. But she will have people watching it, so it not fall into the wrong hands. I also might want to let y'all know too, they are very anti-acolyte.
Oh. Okay.
As in, there's already an agreement between Dren and the acolytes that they are not to set foot here.
Oh. Interesting.
And what about the meteor? They can't
For
do
now,
anything about it.
For now, we definitely need to keep our involvement with the acolytes very secret. I do not know what to do about this second asteroid.
Interesting. Is that all, Esther, or anything more?
Also, I believe I've been promoted to a warrior of Dren.
Oh,
Well, that went a lot better than expected.
I
mean, she
Quite.
didn't come home last night, so.
Well,
seeing as how all of you are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, shall we get started with today's agenda?
yes, but Proto has something to say to you all. Yes, so I'm sure all of you have been wondering where Pronto's giant friend Norik is. Have you all been curious about that?
Wasn't he at the med bay?
He's currently in another housing area, but something. Yes.
Right?
Yes. Proto has to mention something since Proto feels that Proto must share this knowledge with all of you. Right now, Mordai is aware of Pronto's current ailment, where Pronto has an ailment where Norik has an ailment where he is where there are moments he's in some sort of deep slumber, and Norik doesn't realize that he's in this motionless state all of a sudden. But there is more to it than that. Yes, so this is a good example that we've all encountered. You all remember that ship with that glowing crystal and the notes that were inside the ship that seem to hint that the ship is somehow alive.
Yes.
Norik is something similar. Norik also has a glowing gem embedded inside that gives Norik life. Similar to the glowing gem that we all must assume that it must give the ship life. Instead of the shape of a ship, Norik is in the shape of a humanoid construction. But for Norik, his glowing gem is cracked. It happened over an accident many years ago, and lately it's gotten worse that Norik has these moments of deep slumber, and at the moment, Pronto has put Norik into this deep slumber, so the Norik doesn't like waste any more energy. Or Pronto fears that like when Norik is awake, the more energy Norik uses, that may lead Norik to death. Pronto does not want Norik to die. For Norik's been Pronto's best friend for many years, a majority of Pronto's life. That is why, yes. So,
Is there anything that
so
I didn't even
not at
know
the
it was that severe.
not at the moment. So Pronto's letting you all know this, since we all are more likely gonna have to drag Norik in with the dog sleds and let Norik rest easily on the ship. And in a way, that is why Pronto went to Glane, who's aligned with the arcane acolytes, see maybe if the acolytes may know any means to heal Norik's cracked magical gem.
DM, do I know anyone in the Acolytes who works with automaton?
You know one that doesn't work with it, but that kind of has a very deep understanding.
Like someone who studies it but doesn't practice it, kind of deal?
Let me send you a direct message, because I don't know how to actually
Sure.
word that
Yeah.
without revealing what you may not want to reveal.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's okay. I like secrets too.
That's fine. Keep your secrets.
Pronto had to keep that in for quite a while. Norik's kind is not known everywhere.
Hmm.
Well, Pronto, we will help in any way that we can.
Thank you all. Pronto wanted to tell you so you all would understand why Norik was such in a deep slumber-like state.
Ash
And
kind of
since
speaks up and says,
and
"So he's a Roboton?"
correct, Asher.
Of course you'd know that.
What does that mean?
It means that there's no human element to him except for the crystal that holds his soul. He's a machine.
Indeed. And Porto thinks that ship with the altar with the glowing crystal is maybe something similar. Or you see the crystal from the ship, glowing ship, it gives a hum sound. The same with Norik's glowing crystal. It also gives a humming sound.
Oh,
Out of
What?
character,
does that mean?
That is essentially their life source.
No,
So
I
I
mean, like, what does that mean about the crystal?
it's damaged.
No, the crystal that is inside him is also the same as the crystal that fell out of the sky? Or did I mishear that wrong?
No.
It's the same one as the crystal on the ship.
Oh,
Yeah, the
on the ship. On the ship. Okay.
Yes,
I
the
misheard.
ship.
Essentially, if I'm understanding it correctly, the ship was essentially rain on human souls. Because the crystal holds the human soul, right? Or a soul?
Well, it is essentially the Roboton's life, and this ship must be something similar, where this glowing crystal of the ship contains its life essence.
Ash speaks up and says, "But not necessarily. A crystal can just be used to hold magic. In terms of
Gotcha.
Robotons, the majority of them have crystal that stores their soul. It's not exactly a fun process. I've I unfortunately know quite a lot about Robotons from past experiences.
Why is that unfortunate?
Let's just
Well,
say that it wasn't a particularly enjoyable environment.
Oh.
I mean, there's good and bad people. I'm assuming there's good and bad. Photons.
In this certain perspective, yes, it was definitely not a good one. I've known Robotons to not. Most Robotons themselves are not evil or dangerous, even that they are made to be that way. And they follow orders very well. And, well, that's a story that I can get into at some other point, but let's just say that
Yeah.
I understand quite a lot about Robotons in general, working with them for over half my life.
Indeed, Pronto as well. Robotons have different design purposes and all.
Yes, indeed.
I'd definitely be interested in hearing that story. Maybe over Discord night where we just play video games and talk bullshit.
Oh my fucking god.
Discord? What is Discord? Joking.
Let's fuck
Anyway.
up.
Yep. Anyway, moving
Brad,
back
what's
to
up
RP.
with that character?
What is this Discord you speak of?
What kind of spell is that?
Anyway.
How do I learn it?
Anyway, Pronto will say, anyway, let's continue to prepare for the ship, and finally, I guess, haul Norik with those sleigh dogs. Pronto's guessing maybe one of the villagers may like escort all of us with our things, and then we can manage our ship from there.
Alright.
Alright, let's prepare then.
Alright, so what's the last final preparations you guys want to do?
So we got like that 50 rations barrel, so we're gonna bring that towards the ship. I added into the ship inventory already, like ration barrel 50.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And one final thing, Pronto wants to carve like small wooden sculptures, like maybe like imagine a D&D figurine, but it's a wooden figurine instead. He's gonna like Pronto. This will be his final gift for some of the villager friends Pronto made. He's gonna create two. So he's gonna carve basically a polar bear and a humanoid figure shaking hands, like a peace sign.
Okay.
What? Oh no. A peace sign?
Oh no, like
As
like
a
shaking
peace
hands,
offering.
a sign of peace.
No,
Like a
I
sign
know.
of peace.
Like no, like a sign. What? Wait, why are you doing this?
Oh, like in a way, like get a goodbye gift for some of Pronto's some of the close.
Oh, Pronto and a bear. Okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah, basically a bear, a polar bear, and a humanoid shaking hands. Essentially.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Okay, everything's cool.
Yes. So
I'm
we're
a
gonna
dummy.
make small wooden figurines of that.
That's actually really
How many
cute.
do you wish to make?
Yeah. Two total.
Two? Okay.
Mhm.
I'd say that'd take like a couple hours to really.
Yeah, like as the days go by. Yeah, like
Yeah.
as we're preparing.
So how long do you guys
so-
wish to stay, and what else do you guys need as a group before you feel that you are confident enough to set sail? I'm just trying to plan out certain events, and I'm trying to see what I need to prepare for. So, like, give me a unified list on what you guys are trying to accomplish before you guys feel confident enough to get on the seas. I'm not going to tell you when to get on the seas. It's your choice. I'm just curious.
Yes.
Extra anchor, extra sail. We need at least like 5
Yeah.
wooden planks as extra, just
Okay.
for safety in case of hole and puncture, and excess, basically like a barrel of tar that we can use for ourselves
Okay.
for repairs.
I think
Okay.
we talked about getting rations from the Queen. That was last session, though.
Yeah, we kind of already got rations, like a
Yeah.
50 rations.
And
on the
I got a
way-
I mean-
fishing rod.
I mean,
Yep, on the way
50,
we're like catching our own rations as well.
mean,
Yes.
50 rations. I mean, how many days are we gonna have? Like,
So 3 times, or rather,
we're,
3
we're
times
gonna
by
need
15,
a lot of rations.
and Kage 2, 17.
We're only
Oh,
making it
that's
to
per
fine
day.
with that.
Yeah, like 17 rations per day. But we're
That's
also
another thing.
catching.
We're only making it to fine. If
That's
we
another
eat,
thing. I can cook for you guys,
Okay,
so sometimes, so if
okay.
you want to save the rations, we can.
that depends on how much we get a day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
If you
Because
can
I'm
supply me
assuming
with
one-
rice, I can make you food.
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
so
I'm assuming one
right
fish
now,
that gets caught is 1 ration.
right now, so 5. So there's like 5 large size, or 5 creatures, and then Kage is really small. So
Don't worry, Prompt.
I
I
need
need
4 rations.
I already have it all
I'm-
done up.
I'm hungry.
Rations. If we ration throughout the day, it's only 8. If we eat all 4 meals, it'll be only 13.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm very hungry because I've been asleep for about a week now, so I'm gonna need more rations than.
yeah, like you can eat the rest of the frosh meat.
Well, it's already next day. I thought you would have eaten a bunch.
Yeah, you would have already eaten. At this point, when it's like you guys are in a town where you are essentially getting food for free, it's not a daily how much you paid to get rations and whatnot to get your ration count for the day. So it's
Well, you said I said another day I need to eat four more rations is what you said.
right, but if you guys are planning on staying for a few days, by the time you get on the boat, then
Ooh.
you'll be
Oh,
back
okay,
to
okay.
normal.
Sorry, I'm very tired, you guys.
You're good. Yeah, no
All
issue.
good.
Passing
I
out.
did
Hey, let's. I'm just saying, let's get some free rations.
and I would say I
But I
did
want
a
to cook.
crafting-
God damn it!
You
I
can't
did a
cook.
You can use
yeah.
rations to cook with. It's not necessarily that everything you are trying to quote unquote cook is like, fresh caught with all this
That's
stuff.
a
Like,
good point.
yeah, like rations in general. The reason it's just called rations instead of barrel of apples, barrel
Oh.
of pickles, barrel of jerky, like there's
Barrel pickles.
right, like there's no way to determine exactly what that stuff is without giving me a headache. So it's
Good point.
just that rations are 1 ration equals 1 meal. So and
The
just it
barrel of
follows
booze.
right,
Pastor.
exactly.
Pastor.
Needed. It's needed. Exactly.
Disappointed.
I know. Like
I was more
seriously.
thinking.
Oh.
I was more thinking.
For Pastor only. God damn it. You son of a bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
1 barrel for each member. No, thank you.
I mean,
Like,
technically,
essentially,
alcohol lasts longer than water. So.
This is
Like, is
the food you're gonna get from Kage right here.
essentially the cold ice. What's it called? The special booze here. Cold
Oh,
ice.
spiked ice.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh, it's spiked ice.
Kage will make you this. It will 100% make you that.
That shit's super expensive. And also,
What, now bear bento?
No, spiked ice.
All right, there's the updated list. How much
3
is that?
barrels of spike ice.
I think I have.
So,
Wait, I
no
didn't.
no joke. I do count.
No, good.
If you have like if you have some form of alcohol that has a lot of calories in it, like spiked
my God.
ice has a lot of calories, it can count towards a ration for a day.
Hell yeah!
So
what you're
that is
essentially saying-
absolutely a method because that's what sailors used to do. They would drink ale because it lasted forever and it would count as hydration as well as calorie count because they'd burn it so much for sailing. So that is a real method that was used, and I do count that for this. It's not a
Nice.
full meal, but it's something. It still gets you calories.
Sounds good. to
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Plus, there's some ale in the ship. It was frozen, though. Correct.
It was in
Yeah.
the ship when it was in the ice. The barrels themselves were not frozen or anything.
Yeah. It was
Nice.
the drink that was frozen inside.
Yeah, it was the spiked ice.
Yeah.
I'm very
Also,
tired.
Yeah.
just
Yeah. So there's
FYI,
still some.
we still have a
Oh,
shit
sorry.
ton of storage inside of the cargo plane. So what we have in the ship sheet isn't all of our storage.
Yep. That
We
is
still have
just-
extra in that magical place.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah,
was
that's
worried
why I'm
about
not
cargo
worried too
plane.
much about
That's what
I'm
you
not
meant
worried
by
about-
plane. You meant PLANE, not PLAIN, not PLANE. I was like, what the fuck?
Alright.
We don't have a plane.
I wasn't sure what to call it, unless just the magic room or whatever.
Cargo plane. That's really funny.
We're out here in this. What do they call it? The C-130? It's just a big ass plane.
Here we are
AC-130
in my
above.
C-130. We could have gotten out of here ages ago with our cargo plane.
Anyway,
So here's
So-
because we're gonna go ahead and wrap up session for tonight because
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired. Everyone else is getting pretty tired. I know we had a
I'm
late
bullshit.
start, but I'm turning in terms of roleplay. However, if we can take a few minutes to write down into session chat all the things you guys individually would like to bring, we're gonna get that as a unified inventory list, and so that way you guys know
Including
exactly
the
what
stuff
you
I
have.
bought. Or...
Yes, everything. So that way you know what you have with you. And we're gonna if you don't want to just put it in here, you can also just put it into the shared inventory. Actually, Kage, I don't actually know if you're in the shared.
I don't think I am.
Oh.
yeah, I
Can
don't
you
see
send
it.
me your
I don't
email?
see Kage.
Send me your email in direct
I will
message
do
and
that.
I'll add you.
Right, I'll just type it in the session chat for now though, because
Okay.
I do need to just get this done and then go to bed.
Yeah, that's fine. And then for each person, I will be making the ship a constant viewable place. And if you guys want to tell me, right now, because I'm gonna go ahead and ship with interior.
Yep, and
So, hey,
Activate.
for everybody here, inside party inventory, ship sheet at the very bottom, I just made a quick table, so whatever you're going to want to buy for the ship or for yourself, just put it in there for Ty.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll put down what I have currently for the, just the ship necessities, so don't worry about that.
Alright.
Yes, and so what you guys can do, if you guys want to, like, point to a room, I'll remember, just point to the room that you guys want to take, or if you have purposes for other stuff, because I'm going to have to manually redesign this in my map-making program, and then re-upload the map, so I want to be able to make it look as accurate to what
Kage
you
can
guys are
sleep in the
planning
kitchen.
for.
He doesn't need his own room. If the kitchen is like, if there's like a kitchen room and then there's like a main eating room, he'll sleep in the kitchen.
Well, the kitchen and everything, like, is just kind of like a hallway. Like, it's not... It's like the end of a
Yeah.
hallway. It's not exactly a room.
Okay, never mind then. Okay.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
plenty of rooms. It's on... it's
Okay,
pulled up
perfect.
right now.
More, I will take this one at the bottom right.
Copy that.
Let me look. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me see. Bottom right. Where's the kitchen?
Kitchen is to the
On
left,
the
right
left.
here.
Okay, right
Yeah.
there. Okay. Kage will take... Fuck it, left room, closest to the kitchen, so we can walk out and immediately get to work.
Copy that.
Top left.
Norik will be left in the storage area.
Okay. You want him in here?
Yeah, like
Okay.
that storage area. Yeah. Like this is like the food area, I guess, like the barrels of food.
Yes. So this is just additional supplies.
That's all I can really think of that Kage would need.
Okay.
Yes.
But the list right there.
Got
Alright,
it.
I'll put that in for you. There you go.
Portal will be in this room in here. Do you see my marker?
I do.
Oh,
The one
right.
directly next to Mordai.
Mordai. Yep, next door.
Pick a rooms.
I almost forgot
I'll
that. A
take
barrel
the
or
top
two of
right
water
one.
specifically for cooking.
Okay.
Pretty sure that just comes with rations, so it's all good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Just double checking. I'm just being a specific one that's just for cooking, but yeah.
No, that's fine.
And also watering his plants. 'Cause now he's
We
got
have barrels
plants.
in here, we could leave them outside for rainwater, so it's all good.
Perfect. See, he has plants he now has to take care of, which makes the food taste good.
Okay. Also, I put in session chat like I want to like redesign these small cages and basically create a large cage door in this area.
The brig! We have a brig.
Yes, this is gonna be a rig. Like
The brig.
We honestly we might want to do two breaks, one on each side.
Yeah,
If we have
yeah.
if we have multiple people being stupid, eventually we might want to separate them so they don't scheme.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Okay.
separate them. Oh, I would do is I'd put one right here, and then one right here. If you can see my little square.
Like here.
Yeah,
like,
right,
I'm
one
gonna
right
make,
here. One right here, and one right here. So you have 3, and then we have like someone like keeping watch right here, so you can just see all of them. You know,
Oh, okay.
that feels like a
Okay,
smart
basically.
decision.
Oh, okay. Basically, make a large like cage store like
No,
here.
no, no,
and
no,
then
no, no.
here.
Like 3 separate cages. One of this is a cage. These 2 would be
Oh,
a
yeah.
cage, and these 2 would be. A
Oh
cage.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. And then like there's
Yeah.
like a large cage.
And there's like maybe like a little chair and a desk here, so that someone can just sit and keep watch and make sure they don't do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of unsavory folks, especially with how fucking like crazy our group is. I guarantee you, someone's gonna piss Kage off because he's A, small, B, a cat, and C, adorable, and he's gonna probably get some people mad.
Yeah, and probably some. Wait, I'll put in the list.
Considering
So,
where we may be going, people might even be racist towards Kage.
Okay, there you go. I put like iron shackles. We're gonna need those.
Okay.
Ah, yes. We're talking about the slavery, not the slavery, but the prison part of our ship.
Yes.
Haster
Don't know why I immediately went to
and
slavery.
Wilhelm, which room are you taking?
I guess top right.
Top right. Copy that. Haster.
Which ones are left?
You have these and that one.
And this.
Yeah. Kage will give up his bed if someone else needs an extra bed for like he will take it. Because all he really needs is just a mat because he's used to sleeping on those like mats on the floor rather than having like a full ass bed. Especially because he doesn't need to climb up. He doesn't want to climb up.
What you
You'd
see
have just,
here
like, a
is
little
what
floor.
was on the ship. So like, there's plenty.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
He'd probably put an extra bed in the storage. Just fucking put the mattress on the floor. Just saying.
So you want this one?
Like the
Haster?
like the Japanese tatami.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, great.
A little shrine right here.
Thank you, Mordai, for writing
His
everything
bed
down.
right here. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
One queen's personal. Wow.
Wow.
You gonna sniff it?
Something to remember her by. Jesus.
Well, it's
something-
it's in the sheet.
Well, you have the.
At least it's not
map.
panties. At least it's
She
not
wants
panties.
I want her to be the last thing I smell in the first.
Anti-raid. I guess you're going to miss the panty raid.
No.
Anyway,
That's a fucking SpongeBob quote, by the way. I should.
oh yeah. I know. I recognize it.
I know, but some people don't recognize that that's a SpongeBob quote, and it's amazing how people forget that is in fact something they've said.
Do
We Patrick of all people.
does anybody have any idea of what they want to do with this room, and this room? As those
I feel like-
essentially are just like extra rooms at this point.
For now.
We talked
Tear
about
down-
it. We need
Tear down,
group
tear
quarters,
down
right?
this-
Dude,
tear
we
down
also technically would need like a room just for like, not storage, but like
Oh yeah, there's one for
maybe
Ash,
a
too.
workshop. Maybe a workshop for
Ash?
Pronto.
We could
Yeah,
turn this
maybe.
into a workshop for Pronto,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then Ash
Oh, yeah,
needs one
and
of
mine.
these 2 rooms.
Okay. So you have one.
Yeah, Ash
Ash,
can get one room.
Yeah, Ash will take this one right here.
And so what about this room? Okay, hear me out now. If we get more, if Kage's probably gonna get more into collecting more plants as we go because he wants to get into like religious, making his own incense and all that other fun stuff, as well as cooking ingredients. Make this room a plant room, possibly.
I mean,
Like he just goes in here, gets all the stuff.
Yeah, for now it can just be used as extra storage or an extra.
Extra storage in
You
this
could turn
case
this
where he
more
grows
into
his
the
plants.
kitchen. I think a kitchen would probably suit this a bit better.
Yeah, make that into a
plants
kitchen.
would have
This
to
is
be
just
more
an eating
outside.
area. Yeah, so I'll have this. I sleep here. Kitchen is here. I sleep here. Kitchen here, and that way I can cook in here.
You want the
Yeah, I
to be
want-
interconnected? Like there's a door here.
No. I want the kitchen to be right next to where people are gonna eat.
Okay.
So I can cook in here and then just walk out and put the food out.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then
So
I just
there's
sleep here. I mean, if we wanted to have them
currently-
interconnected, that would be cool. But
There's this right here, which is technically the kitchen itself. So would you just want to move all of that stuff into here?
yeah, because I feel like having a special space where people aren't fucking walking around would be best.
Okay.
Yeah,
knowing
we
how
have, like,
bad
More, like,
cooking
store-
gets when there's
more, like comfort things for here.
yes, yeah.
I think there are more tables.
This is the planning and eating area. This is the planning and
So-
eating
so what
area.
you're
We
saying
put
is
like a
we're gonna
map
pay-
here.
we could put a big log table here. We could put like another desk over here for more
With like a map and some shit.
it. Maybe get like
Oh yeah.
a larger couch or something. So you
A
have
bigger
two large
couch. Get a
couches.
love seat. I hope we're playing this up. Time to go to ye old IKEA.
Need a couple lazy boys in here.
Ye old lazy boys.
You know
Fantasy
what's
lazy
funny?
boy.
You know what's funny? Everyone says ye old, but the ye is actually a the. It's because the reason that happened and it's now be turned into a y is back in the 1200s and 1300s. They were using a symbol in England called a thorn.
Oh no.
And
Oh, no.
that thorn then looks like a Y with like a few dashes in it. And as it's been translated over time and more people had written it, it turned into from a thorn to a Y. And the thorn meant the, so it was the old, instead of ye old. And so
Interesting.
it's really like, I know it sounds so stupid when I start talking about it, but then you're like, oh wow, that's actually like
No,
interesting.
it is definitely cool. That is super cool.
But yeah,
I always like that cultural stuff.
right?
I
And
probably
so-
should start saying fantasy more than because like I love the idea of like fantasy,
Yeah.
lazy boy, and fantasy IKEA.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
just side note on that, it was just funny.
The unending fantasy IKEA.
yes, and also while preparing, maybe does Linda at some point come by to say her goodbyes? Like see
No,
us
not
off?
here.
Not inside the ship, there, buddy boy.
Yeah, not inside the ship, but yes. Essentially.
Now, are you gonna keep writing letters to your girlfriend, Master?
I mean, I don't know of anyone who actually is going to send the mail up here.
That's a good point.
I don't know
Well,
time.
this is- That's
Is there
sad.
a interdimensional postman?
Interdimensional postman. Is there the weird
Actually-
birds like in One Piece,
I
So-
actually heard about
Is it the-
talking about that, like
or the snails?
there's like messaging stuff.
Yeah, so basically, for all nations that accept magic, no, there's post offices, and essentially what they do is they you take a letter to them and say who you want it sent to, and with as much descriptive detail as possible, and they will send a magic message, the spell message, to that person by reading the letter off.
See, here's the
and-
problem.
They can go to other places that don't have magic. Like you could have a messenger send that to the queen, but the queen would not be able to respond without sending message herself. So that's
So
like
you won't get anything back.
right. Now, technically, the spell message allows for someone to respond.
But she doesn't do magic. Fuck.
So she might. She's not a person who's completely opposed to magic. So in the right circumstances, she might.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the spell itself allows for someone to make that response. They can respond to that message.
So what you're saying
He's
is
gonna find a
that
postman
after
as
she
soon as
does
he
enough
can.
love letters, Queen Sega may start reading magical books to figure out a way to respond.
Well, she can respond
Oh.
during that, but she can't send anything if she has something on her own to send. So yeah,
Yeah.
she could learn if she wanted to.
She would.
If she truly loved you, if she truly loves you, she'll learn.
Where's she gonna learn?
Oh.
Where's their teacher?
She'll find a way. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Anyway,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Yo,
about
when
it.
the
books from
arcane
the
acolytes
Empress.
get
I mean,
there,
if I can get a potion that lets me get bigger, I feel like she'll be able to learn how to use message of all things.
all right.
Like Kage's
So-
kept it a secret. He's keeping that as like his secret thing.
Yeah. But Proto knows, like he was.
Oh yeah, Prato of course knows. But he's gonna keep it like in his back pocket for when we need it, like a secret
Yeah.
little thing.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah,
his
like
MacGuffin.
maybe.
It's
maybe
MacGuffin.
at one moment, yeah, at one moment, Proto will be like to Kage, "It's time to use that potion."
Is it time to use the thing? Yes! And it's just a giant fucking Kage, like, it's like the fucking scene from the fucking... I hate admitting this, but it's from the Minions movie.
Yeah.
It's just fucking giant Kage, like, like Godzilla.
Yeah. And then you're gonna use your now larger claws, like scratch, shing, shing.
And I'm just imagining Godzilla-sized Kage.
Anyway,
Oh god, this
So,
could be so funny.
does everyone have their stuff they want to buy or get?
Yeah, everything should be fine. I feel like, though, as soon as we get the chance, Kage's gonna find a fucking postman. Fucking postman.
Okay, so here's the deal. And just so you guys are aware of what my outline in my head of next things, because I don't want it to be like I love you guys interacting with NPCs and everything. I love the shopping episodes, but I do want to go ahead and get to the next bits of the story.
Yes.
So my thought
Oh, yeah.
was, with this written down, we can go ahead and I'll give a check mark by what's there and a X by what's not that you can't find. You'll have to plan for later, like that kind of mindset. A lot of the stuff you already have, so there's nothing really there. The next big thing for
Yeah.
me was redesigning this internal bit for everything so that it actually matches what you guys are planning it to be. And I've recorded all of this, so I don't. It doesn't need to be written down. I'll just go back and listen
Oh,
to
yeah.
it and change it later. On the recording note, I have finally gotten all the recordings properly buffered and whatnot. So my next step is to just take the many hours that it'll take to upload to YouTube and for it to get processed. And
Yeah,
then
I
that-
know the pain of that.
My God, and it's not like these videos are small. Like these are 4+ hour videos.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
So
Fuck sucks.
it just takes time. But
As
this
someone who has
week-
done this before, I
Yeah.
feel your pain.
but hopefully, depending, like I was basically not in the office at all week. I was on site running wire, so I didn't even have the
Jesus.
chance to have like my computer up with me, and while I'm working, it's just uploading, which is typically what I do. But just didn't have that time this week. Hopefully, I will this upcoming week. But yeah, so on that note, just want to let you know recordings are coming. One of them is fucked.
Oh god.
Yeah.
The episode,
Like
I can't remember which one it was.
Wilhelm. Like,
Episode
it was
whatever.
the fifth session, I think.
Yeah, I think it was. Because like
Jesus, how many sessions are we in again?
this
This
is
is the 11th, I think.
yes,
Oh,
this is 11.
11!
Yeah.
I lost track.
Yeah,
11.
this is
God damn it.
technically, and I told everyone this last week, but you weren't here. So this is now chapter 2. You guys are in chapter
Hooray!
2 of the story. So chapter 2 session 1 next week will be chapter 2 session 2. I try to keep the story kind of in blocks of what it would be kind of for a book loosely.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, so but I will go ahead and I'll make these changes to the ship so that it matches accurately. If you have anything that you're thinking you would like, please let me know before next Saturday so that I can have that completed. And then by
I think,
next session, I was going to have this done, have the stats and everything for all the stuff that's been loaded to the ship and everything, and we will essentially have a tiny little monologue of the process of getting the ship ready. But after that, if you guys don't have anything else, it's set sail time if you guys are ready. Like, unless you have something else you want to do in Dren that's not shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't have anything else. I'm good to go.
Yes, like basically have our goodbye conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye. I don't have anything else to do.
Okay.
And like 2 people I want to say goodbye to. 2.
I'm ready to go whenever.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
We already said goodbye to one of them.
oh yeah. Also, like Pronto will hand out like these 2 wooden statue of like a humanoid and then polar bear shaking hands. Like they're small wooden statues, like a D&D.
Like put on the fucking mantelpiece. It's a mantelpiece.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so
it's
gonna
the
give like
shelf above a fireplace.
I see.
Yeah.
Essentially, Pronto will give one to Sheen, the elderly lady who's watching like Pronto, and then one to Rune.
Okay.
By the way, how are we gonna get him on the ship?
Sled and carrying.
Yeah,
Oh,
sled.
God.
Yeah.
You guys have fun with that.
Yeah,
For cargo
Pronto and
plane,
Mordai. Pronto and Mordai will deal with carrying Nord. I think
Thank
they're
God,
the
'cause
strongest.
I will not provide any useful help.
Yeah. Yeah, and essentially the amazing feats of strength that Pronto has done, like grappling Mordai and grappling that Thrush. I decided to
I thought you were being sarcastic and about to say the amazing feats of strength that Kage has done,
Oh no.
which is all of
Pronto.
one thing.
Oh no, like Pronto did quite some amazing feats of breath.
No, yes, you did.
I did-
Exactly.
I
That's why I was
yeah,
like, why?
I decided to give now from now on from every level I'm gonna put a rank into athletics.
You're gonna be a strong boy. I'm a brave boy. All right, guys, I gotta go. Though. I'm passing out. I'm sleeping.
Okay. Yes.
All right, good night, guys.
Good
night.
night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, also the roles of the ship. So Kage is definitely the cook.
I am also.
That
going
can
to
be
watch-
decided later on.
Okay.
The roles and everything. This stuff is just the stuff that like I have to actually do. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Really great
yeah.
session.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this was very
Yes.
like it was super RP heavy, and that was
Yes.
just great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, the past 2 or 3 sessions have been about this heavy RP after the frostbite.
See, I
Yeah.
personally as a DM, like I love having a group and a schedule that is enough for us to do an RP session nearly 4 times in a row with minimal rolling or combat, and literally we're still happy about it, because
Yeah.
before that was not the case with my old group. If they did not fight something, they hated it. And so I love the fact that that's like our shtick here. Like we really
Yeah.
like to stick with the RP moments, and it's really good.
Yeah. I
agree.
feel. Yeah, this is the most like immersive campaign I've ever been in my entire life. So it's a very interesting like world we're gonna explore. And you say we're scratching the surface. Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you guys could
Definitely.
stay in Dren for the entire campaign, and you would not
Yeah.
run out of things to do.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
guys,
But
take it easy
Yes.
tonight.
Yep.
but at that moment, I fear the encounters we may have because we don't have any cannons on our ship.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. So right now, all we have to do, if we ever attack, we have to rely on boarding tactics. Like, someone pilot the ship to drive near the ship, and then everyone boards, and then take out whoever's.
Nah,
attacking us.
it all really depends. I mean,
talking about?
if
We
it's a
have
two-mast
Wilhelm.
ship, if we go against wind, we'll outrun them.
We
So
have
what-
Wilhelm in the crow's nest. We'll just have him throw fireballs and magic missiles.
Oh,
Exactly.
I wish I had fireballs. That would
He's our
be.
cannon.
That would be.
Good night, guys.
Wait, can you use
Good night,
magic
Hester.
missile on like the actual like hull of the ship? Because it's force damage, right? So technically, you just blast a spot, cause a hole.
So the way that HP on ships work, I developed my own system for inanimate object HP. When you are dealing, and it literally is ship versus ship, is straight damage rolls. Siege engines, such as cannons, trebuchets, catapults, all that, versus structure or ships, is straight damage rolls. But if it is a player character or NPCs versus a structure or ship, every point of damage that was being dealt is 10. So when you're rolling and you do 6 points of damage, that's 60 points of damage of HP. So if you do not hit over 10 damage, it deals no damage to the substance of the ship. One single bit can be damaged, but like to damage the ship itself literally requires that you have to be doing over 10 points of damage for it to even be showing that the ship is being hurt.
Yeah, I've heard of this. It's called the damage threshold.
Yeah, exactly. And
So,
Basically, the AC is like the damage, how much we can do.
correct.
quick question. I mean, if it ever comes up, who knows? But I have Shatter, which the idea of Shatter is it's supposed to be good against,
Inanimate objects.
inanimate objects.
Okay.
I originally took it just because I wanted, just in case we ever needed to blow a hole in the wall or something, I could just do that or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I get it.
Okay. So, does Shatter do a specific set of damage?
So it does 3d8. It does thunder, but I can change it to anything. And the ruling of it is that inanimate objects have disadvantage on the saving throw. That's kind of how that is done.
Okay.
So if you want to leave it just at that, because that'll end up being more damage than if it, say, the ship saved.
So,
If it can save against spells or not.
no, it's only ships in itself when you're doing a saving throw is the captain piloting using the ship's stats with any bonuses that the captain has. So like in the case of you being in a storm and you guys going in a specific direction, running into a storm, and you need to roll a check to keep the ship balanced without tipping over or hitting some type of object if you're by a coast, etc. You're rolling a dex save, except you're using any kind of experience that character that is driving the ship's sailing experience plus the ship's dexterity. And that ship's dexterity is set in stone. It's based on the type of wood it is, the class of ship it is, how much weight it has on it, all that stuff. And even in this case, it also depends on what kind of propulsion method it has. Because if it's oars, then it's easier for it to maneuver. But if it's a sail, then it's harder because you're having to steer the ship rather than telling someone turn the other way or row the other way. So like it's logically based essentially. In terms of using shatter, I would say that it's still the process of you have to roll 10 or above to break or to actually break that damage threshold to deal damage. In the case of using it against a wall, it's the same thing. You just have to roll above a 10. If you don't roll above a 10, then the process is started, and it means that a melee character could come in and smash the wall to pieces with a strength check, and then it would work from there. And essentially the DC for it would be like, however much damage was left over. So like for instance, on a 3d8 thunder damage with shatter, roll the minimum of 3 damage, okay? Then you took out 3 points from that AC or that damage threshold. Now they have to roll a 7 or above to hit the wall enough to actually deal damage to it and break it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, more or less.
So that's how I would rule that. But in the case of you rolling, what's 3 times 8? That's 24.
It would be an average of 12.
An average of 12. So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Shatter in its, I mean, that literally still works exactly with the rule. But it's not like if you're using shatter against a ship, at that point you've dealt it, a point of damage, because the HP of the ship, if you look on the ship sheet, is let's see, the HP is 130, which means the HP is 1,300 in terms of your HP of player HP.
So you're telling me if I shatter a ship 130 times, then I can do it?
Yes. Yes, you could. At second level,
Alright.
that's 3 mana per spell, 3 times.
It'd be about 400 mana.
Yeah. So
for the spell.
get some mana potions, man. That's what you need.
Yeah, so every time we want to cast a spell at next level, yeah. It's like if it's a second level spell, it's going to be but we want to cast it at like third level, it's going to be 5 mana.
4 mana. It's a +1 to everything unless you are not
okay.
trained in that school of magic or you are not a magic casting character.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Then it's a +3 to everything, even cantrips. So like casting a cantrip for a non-magic character or a school of magic that you don't know is a +3 to the mana cost.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, if you were casting like, a cantrip, it would be 3 mana, but then if it's a level 2 spell, then it's 5 mana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So for a regular casters like Frontal and Wilhelm, it's going to be...
It's a +1
so
to all mana,
for
to all
Okay.
Spell level. So
yeah, to cast that next spell level, okay.
yeah, so the minimum mana that you can expend is 2 mana for every spell.
In combo.
Because cantrips are still 0. Now, this might get balanced based on our new mana system, which doesn't give you as much and just operates directly off of how we're, the new system we were trying. And it might make more sense for it to be that you are rolling, or you are removing your mana pool based on the level of the spell directly, not just a +1 to every spell. So a level 1 spell would be a 1 mana, a level 3 spell would be 3 mana, etc., instead of it being that +1. If the mana balance works. That's one thing that I'm interested in. I'm interested to see how that mana balance works with that additional +1 to the mana cost during combat. Because that's something that we're just going to have to figure out that balance on. Because if it makes more sense to say, yeah, the mana pool is low, but it's direct straight cost without any additives, then great. But if it's still not balanced, that +1 will stick, and maybe a little bit more mana is applied. We'll figure that out.
About that, if you're doing it just pure conversion, spell slot the mana points, no extra, then keeping the spell cost normal that's base game.
Right.
If you start adding more mana points, then
I mean, yeah, but the point of the mana system is that you have flexibility rather than being stuck to spell slot.
yeah.
So you gain flexibility, but you're not necessarily gaining more spells.
All I'm saying is, if you do complete conversion, no extra mana points or anything, then if you keep that increased cost, then you're actually giving characters less spell slots.
Right.
Than normal D&D.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Like, yeah, it does. It does. It's such a backwards... Like, the mana in itself, I feel like it should have been so much easier to establish by now, but it is still something that for even the last 2 years of me working on this game system in this world, it's been a headache.
Like, I thought about it. I think the reason it's so hard is because of how, in terms of mana points, the progression is really weird.
Yeah.
It jumps around a lot, because some levels you'll get a lot less than maybe even the level before it.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but it jumps around a lot, and you can't really get that kind of jumping around aspect in like a equation.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You can't really do that.
It's true. And the equation for it just being a flexible equation instead of a static just means that there's always going to be something that changes with it, and the balancing of it takes more time. But I feel like the system that we're on right now will work pretty well, and of course we haven't had a chance to really test it out, but I guarantee you that'll probably be something by next session. I did go ahead and finish and establish the rules for sailing. So basically, seafaring rules are: during the travel on the open seas, the process starts with rolling in in these three rollings in order. Unless the party has something they wish to do, the tables roll for an event. Speeding up of time in chunks of 10 days requires a new roll set until their destination. During this time sailing, the party can take the time to work on skills, projects, etc., while not on shift or fulfilling a specific role. And so the first roll is roll for wind direction. It's a d6. 1 to 2 is a negative, 3 to 4 is a nothing, and 5 to 6 is a positive. On a negative or positive, I will roll, I'm still determining a dice, to change the amount of days added or reduced. So within 10 days, you'll see either a positive or a negative on how many days it took you based on that wind roll. The next roll is weather, d12, 1 being a bad storm, 2 to 6 being a normal storm, and 7 to 12 being clear skies. And then finally, a random chance table to encounter anything or nothing. That is a d20. 1 to 3 is a bad monster encounter, 4 to 7 is pirates or other smaller monsters, and 8 to 20 is nothing. So you have a high chance of having good weather with no storms and nothing happens to you. Like, there's a high chance on that, and I really focused on that because in the case of it being 10 days, the likely chance of you sailing and finding something is kind of low. So basically, for that 10-day roll, you can kind of know exactly what you're going to be facing in that set. Now, of course, if it takes less than 10 days and then you start sailing again, it's a new roll. It's just, goes with that, essentially. But I finally did the rules on it and wrote it down instead of just being in my head.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun. Like, what will we encounter in the sea?
I
really like
really,
this sea travel.
Yeah, like, I really didn't want it to be something that, like, every time I'm telling you what will happen or won't, like, there are some times where you want it to be random, and on the open ocean is, like, the best place for random shit to go down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so... Yep. So, next session we're preparing our ship. Like, fixing it up.
Yeah, and honestly, if we want to do a little bit of any shopping stuff that wants to be done, throw it in the RP chat on the Discord server, and we can kind of break that down a little bit. And anything that you're wanting to do, throw it in there, and maybe we can knock it out before it even needs to be done.
Yeah. One thing for sure, have our goodbye conversation with Linda.
100%.
Proto has some more questions to ask her.
Yeah. All right.
If she knows about it.
Indeed. Well, guys, it was a lot of fun. I'm gonna hop off, go get some sleep.
Yep.
But I will.
Hope we'll see. We'll start next week. Like really loving this campaign.
I'm glad. I've never had a group like y'all. I love y'all. It's going so great.
Yeah, we're pretty great.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, you haven't broken my DM brain yet.
Is that a challenge?
It is.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that, Chief?
We have an artificer. You don't.
Yeah, I'm curious. For me, I'm curious. What if your wife will ever come on to be a special guest or something?
Do you realize that I've already managed to weaponize money, and now weaponizing us to have a way to sneak in and basically surprise drop the party? Not even including an artificer. That's a wizard at that point.
Yeah, but that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but you're playing with fire, bud.
I know I am. This entire party is a powder keg.
Yep.
All of you are capable of mass destruction and could 100% derail my entire world and turn it into a post-apocalyptic nightmare, and I would love that too. So,
Yeah, whatever happens.
exactly.
Wilhelm,
D&D,
the world.
it's like improv theater combined with board games.
Exactly.
Alright, new quest for the party, burn the world.
No. If you want to burn the world, then align yourself with whatever the rock is.
One fireball at a time.
Yeah.
One wish at a time for me, let's go.
Anyway, can't wait for if we're gonna RP the roles hey, what roles are we gonna have on the ship? Who's gonna be captain? Who's gonna be first mate? That kind of RP conversation we're gonna have.
It's going to be an interesting one for
out
sure.
of RP, I have a feeling Mordai is gonna get thrown as captain.
Actually, Proto was actually thinking about stepping up as captain. Proto didn't think he had the capability to be a leader, but yeah, it feels
Have you been on a ship before? Like an actual crew member on a ship?
That's the thing. Proto will explain in the RP conversation. It's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how that turns out.
Yeah.
And not only that, but having multiple people that can run as captain is never a bad method either.
No, not at all. It's actually more beneficial,
Yeah.
especially with how little we have. We need people to bounce job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can also do it based on travel segments too. Because, like,
Yeah.
if you're having to do multiple stops, which obviously is going to be the case for a large majority of the situation for a while, having one person essentially be the captain for that segment of travel till they arrive means that the other person can be focusing on something else. Um,
Well, oh, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, like, basically, like, especially if they're wanting to work on other skills. Being a captain and trying to level up skills or read a book that has information they want to read or anything like that is going to be very challenging.
Indeed.
Especially if they're the one driving the ship for long extended periods of time. There's no way to do that.
Uh, but another thing with the ship is that Stone Ultra with the crystal gem, we might have to interact with the ship as we're going. Maybe what will happen?
I guess we'll see.
I'm not
Yes,
looking
we will
forward
see.
to it. I'm not.
Oh yeah. Oh, so one more question. So I have the onyx crystals. So how many crystals are there? Like one. I have one onyx crystal.
I want to say there was 3.
Yeah, like the picture showed like there was like 3 magical crystals on them.
Yeah, I think 3
The
of them were
picture.
onyx crystals. Because you
Oh
didn't
yeah, like
use the onyx crystal for your blunderbuss.
yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, I had like my own thing. My artillery skills applying into them.
Right. So yeah, you have 3 onyx crystals.
Okay, like they're unknown, like on what they do.
Correct. In fact, you
Yes.
still actually have one crystal for the ship that you don't even know what it does.
Yeah, that's true too. Yes.
Because you know that the big one does as we're going to call it this, the cargo plane. I absolutely love
Yeah.
that. Um, so you
Yeah.
have the cargo plane crystal, but then past that you don't know what the other one was. When you tried to activate it, it
So
didn't work.
so right now, the magical plane is the cargo area is uh oh wait, hold on. The rooms, the room area, is that the magical plane or no? It's the regular. It's part of the ship.
That's the
The
cargo plane.
physical. Oh, okay, okay. The
That's
room
that's
area.
what
Okay,
everyone's been referring to as the cargo plane.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because that can be
Like,
activated or deactivated, depending on your circumstance.
yeah. I'm
So
curious about what will happen if someone's in the cargo plane and someone presses the button. What will happen? Will they remain or something like that?
yeah,
We'll see.
guess you guys will find out.
Yeah, and we haven't like checked out like what the other cargo area is if it contains like
Mordai did.
oh
Yeah, that was where he found some of the barrels of spiked ice.
oh okay.
More.
Yep, and you still have that book of sort.
In the book on Laden and what's Listia, I believe.
Like it was some book. Like it mentioned something about a basilisk.
Hold on, let me double check my notes. It was laying on my floor.
Yeah, yeah, it was like a book of secrets. That's what it said or something.
Destia, not Celestia. That's what it was. It was a book on Destia, one of the gods that was basically told that you can't worship by the Prigman conglomerate, and then also Laden the Basilisk, from my understanding. Which also has apparently a cult constantly trying to appease him. I don't.
Yeah.
And now I have fucking Exparol and apparently the big shot above her, which is fun.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. So lots of interesting lore to explore in the future.
Some might even say near future. I didn't say that. All right, talk to you guys later.
Yep.
I already
Can't
know
wait
it.
to
You realize
RP like
I know what's happening once I get on the sea. I hope you realize it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just waiting for Ty, because I know for a fact the second I get onto the sea, oh, she'll be watching. She'll be waiting. By the
Anyway,
way, PS4 we're running.
Yep.
I don't care if it takes long on the day.
All right, y'all.
so
I will talk to you later.
can't wait for next week. Like RPing the roles given and RP with Linda Featherchild.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
I guess. Yeah. Bye.